Medical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
Good evening to all you art aficionados and comic book connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Proof of Comics number 79. Tonight we have a special guest. We're going to be diving into horror comics. Should be exciting. But first, let me introduce my co-host as always. Here with me is, I was going to say Garth. Sounds like Wayne's World intro. Wrangler is here. How you doing, Wrangler, from Frequency Studios?
A whole lot of hola. I'm trying to think of a good Garth line to do an impression of him, but I probably wouldn't. Yeah. If he was an ice cream flavor, it would be pralines and dick.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, that's good. And hello to everyone in the chat. No one's in the chat yet, but I'm sure you're lurking, folks. Come on in. Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live.
We're live.
And we're here with Charlie tonight. How you doing, Charlie? I didn't even know your name was Charlie until Omer told me yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Good, man. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Having a lot of fun. Closed my campaign last week.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations with that, man. I saw that.
Thank you. It's feels like, turning a page in the turning to a new chapter in the project. It's not done yet. It's going to be done when people hold it in their hands. That's the real.
Totally.
Have you ever published a comic book before, Charlie? Because you just finished the art
I
on
have,
this one,
but not like personally.
Okay.
I was published with a long time ago.
Yeah, same as me. We got some similar backgrounds. It's interesting.
Yeah, totally. Like, how far are you along with your project right now?
So all the art part is finished. So it's been penciled and inked for a long time. A long time. I mean, like a month or so. A little bit over a month. And now I just got the final pages colored by my colorist this week. So I got the last page.
Awesome.
So I'm just waiting for the high res versions, and I'm going to start putting it all together and get that stuff ready early next year. I'm going to take a little bit of time off during December. It's the holidays, and I don't want to go completely crazy. So I'm going to take
I understand that, man.
And I'm also taking that time to do a little bit of writing as well. So I'm kind of doing deep dives on the character backgrounds, and looking into their past allows you to see more into their future kind of a thing.
Totally. Yeah. I keep doing the same thing.
Awesome. And so would you like to tell us a little bit about your background? You could say no. We could say no. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, not
It's
at all.
private affair.
No, so I actually got into comics in 2007, I think. When my buddy was being published, they got a deal with Viper Comics, and I don't know if you guys remember Viper at all, but they had like a
Do
TV
not.
show
I
for a
kind of
while.
stopped. I got out of. I was really into comics in the '90s,
Yeah,
and towards the late
same.
'90s, I kind of like stepped back and really stepped back in the early aughts, and had to like take a break from comics for reasons that I'll go. I went into another show, but I won't go into here.
I gotcha.
So I'm not aware of that whole period. It's kind of a
Yes.
dark age for me.
So it's kind of interesting. This is what the book looked like. This is my buddy's book. So this is mainly his all his art and stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, like they just asked if I wanted to. He asked me if I wanted to come in and do some, a backup story, and I said, yeah, come and help. So I just have a little segment in here, in the back of the book. But that was cool to have it like actually hit the stores and all that stuff, and see it in the store, and like, holy crap, I actually did it,
Yeah. Dude, it wasn't an official publisher. It was, I was working with the guy who wanted to get his script done as a movie, and it was
Yeah.
doing
Yep.
parallels with The Crow.
Yep.
So he was looking for an artist to turn it into a comic book. He figured, okay, as soon as I make it into a comic, the next step will be to do a movie with it.
Totally.
And,
Yeah. That seemed like the height of all that. Like, from last I checked was, they sold the villains. It was sold as a option, I guess, and it's been sitting in option since.
Yeah, that could be like for a long time or forever.
Yeah,
even.
it's been forever. And the book's
But-
really cool. Like, I could have, like, if it actually took off before like the whole Marvel and Deadpool shit took off, it would have actually been a really good movie. But yeah, I don't know how that's gone on since. But yeah, after that, like, right after the book came out, I got a phone call from one of my friends, and he worked at IDOS Interactive, which was Tomb Raider.
Dude, I was just watching a whole documentary on Tomb Raider last night. The whole story with Core and
Core.
Toby,
Yeah.
the creator, the designer, and because I just got into Tomb Raider this week. I bought the Survival Trilogy, which is what they started doing in 2013. Anyway, you just hit a nerve there, so that's pretty cool.
Oh no, that's really cool because like I was super shocked that I got a phone call, and my buddy said, "Hey, the art director here at the studio asked. I guess they're tired of somebody drawing ponies or something for their storyboards, and the art director said, does anybody know anybody that can draw?" And my buddy said, "Yeah, my buddy can draw comics." And they said, "Call him up and see if you can work on this project with us." And then so I got into video games that way.
Oh, cool!
Just
Awesome.
just crazy, crazy random story.
Yeah,
But I was really like pushing because it was IDOS, it was the publishing house for.
they got a branch in Montreal, I believe.
Yeah. So they had a big office in San Francisco, and what ended up happening was like I think it was Crystal Dynamics. Like they're the publisher. Like IDOS is the publisher, right? But they have all the different subsects of like different games or different companies that all published through IDOS at the time.
Yeah.
And so like we had all the properties like Hitman, Shell Shock, Tomb Raider.
Love Hitman. I played that a couple of months ago. That was my favorite.
You just
game.
set Frederick off with that one.
Yeah.
Saying Hitman to Frederick is like saying Metroid to me.
Yeah. Okay, Charlie, you're my new best friend. Sorry,
Yeah, so
Wrangler. You've been demoted to third place. I'll just tell you right now.
So
Fine,
the funny
I'll go
story
play
is,
my side scrollers.
so the funny story is I didn't know anything about Hitman at all, and that was the first project they put me on, was doing the it's called FOBs for Hitman. They were the front of the box that you would see.
Oh, okay.
And it was actually, the project was for Blood Money at the time.
Oh, that's an old one. Yeah.
This is back then, way back
Yeah.
then.
And that's a well-regarded one as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. They had
So,
the
like-
logo design came out with that game, I think.
Yeah, it was like everything. It was kind of like the peak of like IDOS Interactive at the time. It seemed like, because they had all the properties. They had like Highlander, you just name it. Just the list goes on and on. But of course, they had the Tomb Raider thing.
Yeah.
And so that was the biggest thing I wanted. I was like aiming for, like I wanted Tomb Raider, so bad. And eventually got on it. So
Well, you got on Tomb Raider. What did you do with Laura?
a lot of it was just a lot of it was the marketing and it was just the front of the box stuff and like some of the marketing material, like some of the poses and a lot of like the billboards, stuff like that you would see, commercials, storyboards for the commercials, stuff like that. They already had the core team at like Crystal Dynamics that was already working on the game. So I was always coming on at the end of it.
Yeah.
And getting it ready for public consumption.
This was around which game were they working on at the time?
The first one I can remember was Tomb Raider Legend.
Yeah, there was Legend, there was Legacy, I think.
Yeah, it was Legend at the time.
What's interesting is they brought Toby back, the creator.
Yeah.
At the beginning, they brought him back as a consultant so he could like guide them.
I was actually going up head to head with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he was doing a lot of the marketing and a lot of the cutscenes and
we
stuff.
We were like doing it at the same time, and we were like kind of like fighting each other. Like he would turn in his stuff, and I'd turn in my stuff, and then we'd both get ideas and go back to the drawing board. And but he's the creator of it, so can't really say much about that.
That's so.
It was
cool,
awesome,
man.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah, because he had for some frustrating experiences back at Core. Because as soon as the first one was a hit, it was so much of a hit that he lost control of it. The marketing took over, turned Lara a little bit into a bathing suit babe, and he wasn't feeling that too much.
Yeah. I mean, down the road, I was working on a bunch of projects with IDOS. I was kind of like the last guy in the chain of command there, I guess. And I was only called on emergencies. And so it turned into just a really shit show. Like I was working so hard that I would never sleep. And, I was still working a day job because I didn't have a full-time job doing this, right?
So you were working at IDOS plus you had a day job on top of it?
Yeah, so like they would call me, just call me and say, hey, we need 30 sketches by tomorrow morning. It's this meeting. Can you do it?
Wow.
And I would say, yeah, I'd turn in 100, right?
Yeah, you can't say no if you want to keep your job in those places.
And the hope was always to get, closer and closer to being there full time. So yeah, they'd call me just randomly all the time and just be like, hey, we're working on this, and then I just keep doing shit. And it just kind of really burned me out, and then I just didn't like to draw anymore.
That's the danger of like working with your art.
Yeah,
it's the danger of being burnt out and not liking it anymore. Because when you do something for pay, it changes the dynamic a little bit.
Yeah, you think like the dream of mine was to be in comics and stuff, and then just being able to go through comics and then go to transitioning into games right away was incredible. But then at the same time, it's like you never slowed down, right? And there's no break. And then at the time I was going through a divorce and all this stuff, and it was just like compounding crap. Because like when somebody's working 24/7, there's not any room for like a marriage or anything like that, or kids.
No, it's for like young kids who like in their early 20s who are not married yet. Yeah, I see that a lot around here. There's a lot of gaming companies in Quebec City where I am. Like, Gearbox is here. The whole Assassin's Creed franchise is partly in Quebec, partly in Montreal. Ubisoft, Ubisoft is right down the road from here. I worked at BCom, which is you wouldn't have heard the company because they had lots of contract with Disney and other stuff. They hired me to do website stuff. And then before I got to working on the website, they pulled me and they said, do you want to work on a game? And I was like, well, hell yeah. And I ended up doing some interface stuff with, what's it called? Age of Empires 4.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I love Age of Empires.
Yeah, me too.
God damn.
So that was a blast. But I ended up hating it soon enough. The work is not the same as,
Yeah, that's wild. Like to go back to the story I was telling, but I went to a studio like after I had gotten a divorce and kind of gave up on life. I decided to move back to San Francisco and go to work at this agency that my friend owned, and they were like a big gaming agency at the time. So it was right back into the gaming atmosphere.
Yeah.
But we got into more of the smaller stuff. At the time it was smaller. It was like Pokemon. And
Right, small like Pokemon.
well, at the time it wasn't like what it is
Sure,
now.
Charlie, sure.
But like I was doing the website stuff for Pokemon. So I did
that's cool.
Pokemon Black and White. I did Pokemon Rumble Blast. I did a bunch of shit for them. But it was like fun. It was like really fun. The only thing that I hated about Pokemon was Pokemon Japan especially was like, how they give you parameters where you can't do certain things and it has to be towards their guidelines. So like Pokemon is like they would give you what the asset looked like in the game and you couldn't change it or spin it or do anything with it. It had to be exactly the same. You couldn't color correct it. You couldn't do anything.
Yeah, you had to follow the template.
Yeah,
It's almost like being a Disney animator, right?
Yeah, it's wild. And it's fun. It's a learning experience, right? But then we had really cool
working at
projects.
McDonald's, I would imagine. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. We had really cool projects like Resident Evil and crap like that too that we were doing, which was like super awesome.
Oh,
but that was all
cool.
the web projects, right?
Right. Okay, I see.
But I would do storyboards to like tell how we were going to do, how the website was going to lay out, or if we had an action scene like in Pokemon the video games, we did these really cool things with the parallax. So we could say like, hey, we're gonna take this kid and we're gonna make, once the kid gets on the site, the Pikachu will run from here to here and then like unlock something over here. So I did storyboards for that.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I really did enjoy that little aspect of it. But again, that was those things that you don't realize how much people actually work on, and it's really hard.
Yeah, it sounds more fun than when you're actually in it. Yeah. Like I guess it peaks when you get hired. You're like, awesome. And then, you got the honeymoon period for a little bit. And then
you guys ever see that meme? It says when you first get a job, and it was Samuel Jackson with that winning smile of his, looking all sharp and put together. And then it says a few months into the job, and it was him with like the hair growing in on the side, all wild and white, and he's wearing a dirty wife beater and looking like he just saw a ghost.
Yeah, that's how it feels, really.
Yeah. Real quick, I do want to shout out Sheldon Martin is in the chat. And over on the portrait stream, we got C. Shelton Original Arts. What's up, guys?
Oh, we got 2 chats on always coming in from the other stream. Oh, I see what you're talking about. How you doing,
I just
Sheldon?
I wish the people in the 2 different stream chats could see each other.
Oh, they can't?
No.
I see
like Sheldon and C. Shelton Original, they can't see each other's chats because they're on the different streams. Oh, Sheldon's in the landscape and Shelton is in the portrait. And they have similar sounding names, sort of.
Gotcha. So, Sheldon, I see your name sometimes spelled as Sheldon with a D and sometimes Shelton with a T. So, which is it, Sheldon or Shelton? If that is your... Yeah. He says, great cheek drawing, Fred. Saboteur, where are your cheek drawings?
Well, see, girls.
The thing is, Sheldon, you don't know what you're asking for right now, because if I showed Charlie's cheek drawings, it might take down the stream.
It would totally take it down.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to check out his comic. So the comic you showed me, the sample on your website, saboteurcomics.com, I think, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that available for everyone?
Yeah, it's free. It's just like I put it. So I did the thing where everybody goes to Global Comics and puts it up there, but I realized you don't get a mailing list or anything from Global Comics. So like, what's the point of putting it there? And so I moved it over to Gumroad because I could maintain at least a semi what do you call it, mailing list, so I could actually start to gather information. Right. So like when I actually launched my book, I could actually say, hey, do you want to buy it or not? instead of just putting it out and on
get in
Gumroad
touch
and-
with all the people that came into
Yeah.
contact with you. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So that was like a big thing for me. And I run another site. It's called Saboteur.supply. And I do a lot of like graphic stuff on there. Like I'll scan paper that I use to actually make these graphics and stuff like that. And then so I just give those away for free as well. So it's like just a bunch of like textures and supplies if you ever needed it.
I always need stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't put too much textures in my stuff. I've got a colorist doing the work for the pages in the comic, but I did colors like on the covers and on the cards, trading cards, bonus stuff like that.
Okay.
Because he's much better colorist than I am, and I'm a little bit slower, and I'm kind of learning to up my game. Like I've always colored in a basic way, but I need to level up on that aspect.
What are you trying to color with right now, or what are you using?
So I'm using Krita.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Oh my god, just forgot his name. But yeah, one of the guys that I talk to a lot online as well uses Krita. Looks really good.
Yeah, it's open source. I met some of the developers in Germany. I went to an open software Libra art meetup with all the developers and artists who work in the space of open source software. A lot of people think because it's free, it has to be cheaper or it has to be limited. But open source software, a lot of times it's professionals making the stuff they need for themselves.
Right.
And sometimes it's even better. Sometimes you'll get people
like a Blender, hell,
Yeah, Blender is
destroying a market.
Great example. Though some developers of Blender down there as well. I tried learning Blender a couple of times. It's like learning to fly in F-16, man.
We were just having that chat last night, I think.
Yeah.
I drove myself insane trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I think.
And when I looked up YouTube tutorials, it was many updates behind, so half the stuff didn't apply anymore.
Yeah, the interface changes at some point. And the thing is, Blender's got even its own video editor within the 3D software. So that's how crazy it is. You can do grease painting animation.
Yeah, do everything inside of it.
You can do 2D animations. You can do your laundry in Blender. People don't know this, but you can put your clothes in the, scan your clothes and print them out all nice and clean.
I used it to put coconut oil on my coffee.
Okay.
So,
oh my God.
Charlie, how did you get to like being burnt out doing computer game stuff, Pokemon and all that, to getting to starting your own comic book? What's the process from there?
I still work in. I'm a graphic designer by trade, right?
Right.
Web designer, whatever, interactive. So I still do it every day. That's my day job.
Okay, gotcha.
I was watching Madi. I can't say his last name to save my life. I'm gonna grab his book. But I was watching Ink Pulp, and
oh yeah.
I love Sean Crystal and Eric Kennedy is a big I'm a big Eric Kennedy fan.
Yeah, I see he's back on the show, or was he just a guest? Because he was the best part of the show for a long time, and when he wasn't on there anymore.
The Dark Lord.
Dude, he was like balancing everything else. The other guys are just too chirpy and optimistic. And
that's what I like about it. It's just like those. They all have like a good core together, like Sean and Mateo.
Yeah.
But they brought this guy on, and Madi King.
Okay.
And he has a fantastic interview when they were talking to him, and he was saying that just do something. And like I realized that I'm like almost 50 now, right? I'm 49.
Dude, same here. We got a lot of similarities. That's interesting.
Yeah, and he was just like, like I hadn't really drawn in almost 10 years. I mean, I do like a little sketch here and there, but I've never done like actual storyboards or pencils again to a page since then. And it was just like, do something you love and then see what happens from it, and just don't stop and keep doing it. And he's like, just do a test and do 6 pages. And so I did 6 pages. That's what you see in that preview. And
okay, I see.
Yeah, it was just an experiment. And so at the time they started offering that portfolio review, And when I was younger, I used to always be like, well, I'm never going to break into comics because I want to be Jim Lee, you know? And
Yeah.
there's like no way in hell I'll be Jim Lee. No way in hell, right?
Because you're not Asian, right?
Well, I am Asian. I'm half.
You are Asian? Oh, just half Asian. We'll see. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
But yeah, you know, you have that high expectation of what you think your art should be. But you know,
Yes.
listen to guys like Mahdi come out and just say, just do it, man. Just have fun and experiment and see where you are in 5 years from now or 10 years from now. And then, you know, you'll actually be that person that you thought you would be. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you might find your own unique style is even more interesting than Jim Lee's, you know?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Like, I don't really care for Jim Lee right now. Like I did when I was
that's what I was going to say. I don't want to be mean to Jim Lee because he's one of my idols growing up. I still have some of his stuff lying around. Dude, I'm inking. I don't know if you saw this, but I'm inking one of his Batman drawings here.
Okay, yeah.
Just as an exercise, right? I like doing that. I did some X-Men stuff that he did as well. So I really admire the guy, but he's not at his peak anymore. Like Hush 2 is not getting great reviews, you know? So yeah, you could find your own unique style that stands out on its own because you have something that's well, you're definitely like print worthy, man. It's like what you've got looks very European, if I can say.
Thanks.
Like, you've got a style that first of all, it stands out from the American typical superhero stuff, which I always say that tongue in cheek because I do superhero stuff. So
well, I mean, yeah, it's like what you like to do, right? So
I think it's freaking awesome. Like overpowered beings like fighting amongst the skyscrapers.
Yeah,
I like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right.
But I can also appreciate stories that diverge from because it's so abundant, the superhero stuff in the comic space.
Yeah. And see, I think when I had listened to that interview with Mahdi, right? He's like, what do you like? He was just basically saying something like, what do you like to do? Or what do you like in life? And I was like, oh, I like horror movies, you know? And then, so I was like, well, you know, maybe I could just make a shitty little horror thing real quick.
Yeah.
And
like a B horror movies.
Yeah.
Thing.
You know?
Yeah. Those
and
are the
so
best.
Threw it together. And then I was like, holy crap. So when I got done with the 6 pages, I was like, holy crap, this is actually fun. And then I was like, well, I didn't actually think of a story yet. And so I had to kind of backtrack and then start to develop the story afterwards. And then, you know, it started really being really cool in my head.
Hold on. Don't go too fast. Like so when you did your first 6 pages, that came kind of as a flash of a scene or something?
Yeah, it's basically just the opening of what would happen. Like, here's just a cut of like a horror movie.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
that was it. Cool. There was no.
Hey, Frederic, check your private.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check my privates right now.
Private
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, bring him on if he wants to bring. Come on, that'd be my pleasure. Oh yeah, I see he's asking. So thank you for that, Wrangler. Go on, Charlie. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh no, I thought. But no, that first 6 pages was just a sample of. Let me just throw something together. I was actually going to do a superhero book right after I did that sample. And then I just kept going on this instead because I was like, this is different. And I've never, the real thing I think I said the other night on somebody's stream, maybe Omar's or somebody, but I've never really drawn the insides of somebody. Like really thinking about how people get destroyed, you know, like the fat cells behind somebody's breasts or, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
And so that was like, oh, let me try this. This
is where the stream gets creepy, guys. This is the good part.
No, but you know, it just sounds like different. Like it's not just some like, you know, savage dragon dude punching some dude's head off.
No, totally. That's and I find that super interesting as well because the Comics Code Authority kind of killed all the horror comics because there was a whole wave of interesting comics in the US before the Comics Code Authority. You'd have horror comics, you have police dramas, you had romance.
Right.
Then the code came in and boom, it's just superheroes. That's it, nothing else. And it's nice to see those come back like in the indie space or Comicsgate. I don't know if you identify as Comicsgate or just indie or what have you.
I'm just sitting in the indie field. Like I just like I don't really understand it all yet. To say like, I hear it like brought up all the time, but I don't really know or understand what's going on.
which is totally fine. I mean, and so it's nice to see that pop up again. I think
Yeah.
the online indie space, because I don't know of the offline indie space, but what I'm seeing from the indie space, it's in the US, it's starting to feel a lot more European, right? Like artists are taking a year to work on a book.
Yeah.
They're writing their own stuff, or they're partnering with writers, and they're creating stories that are different genres that from the mainstream stuff. It's so European, And
Yeah.
the format's bigger. They're calling it graphic novels a lot of times, and it feels like a novel, right? Because your book is mature audience material.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about like horror stuff, going into cadavers and seeing the gory details of it, which is beautiful. Like the horror can be absolutely beautiful. I remember like looking at Leonardo da Vinci drawings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He used to love drawing beautiful people as well as extremely ugly people, right? There's like something very appealing about horror and ugliness on the page.
If I may interrupt just a moment.
Please do.
Tank Ferret, go ahead and check your Discord private messages.
Oh, through Discord. There you go.
Tank.
So I don't know where I was going with that.
But no, I agree that the indie market seems like it's a resurfacing of it. I think that we had it in like the 80s and 90s, the very early 90s, where you had like those smaller companies like God, who like maybe even like guys like Tim Vigil, who I actually like aspire to be, right?
So I'm not familiar with Tim Vigil. Could you?
So Tim Vigil did Faust and or Faust, however somebody pronounces it. It's one of the biggest horror books of all time. And it's a really small published book. It's really graphic, very sexually oriented type thing. And I was like, let me do something like this because this is what I love to look at. Vigil's been around the block since the 80s, just doing indie stuff the whole time. And there's like Silver Wolf that was doing all the black and white books. And then you had the really fun books that were coming out like Fat Ninja, which was really fun. He was just like raiding people's refrigerators, looking for food, and he was a ninja. It's just stupid shit. I mean, it's really fun stuff,
Yeah.
And you don't get that in like X-Men or
Yeah.
things like that. So
it's a good concept when just thinking about the concept makes you laugh. You're like, okay, yeah, this is good.
Yeah. And then you got like guys like now that are coming out like Mitch, what's his last name? Bauer, who did the Blood Force book.
Oh yeah, Blood Force. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it's funny. Like I watched.
Well, it started out as satire, but then people are really getting into it, and so it's making it its own thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
it's great. Like I love stuff like that. I don't know. It's just something like I think there's like a resurgence of that like underground type of indie book that's coming back around.
100%. And so you're where are you at with your production of your book? Like, did I hear you post that you were done with it? Are you close to the end? Oh, interesting.
I just need to scan them all in and add the word bubbles, and then this is the cover piece, right? This final cover piece.
Oh, so it's a back and front cover concept.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Because I didn't want to use this one anymore because it doesn't tell the story of what's happening in the book. This is also front and back.
Yeah.
But this is supposed to be a meat package, and then like I would have like the label here, right? Like you're buying a piece of meat.
Love the concept, but you can do both as well. Like people love varied covers, especially if you're crowdfunding. Like
yeah.
I did 3 variant covers. I actually ended up doing a 4th one with the closeout, and people loved buying the collector's pack. I was so surprised.
I heard you say that.
Popular it was.
So are you going to do stuff like where you're doing like a sketchbook with that, or like the making of as well?
Well, yeah, I'm going to add some extra content with the book because the book is so skinny. You know, it's 24 pages, which is standard with a comic book, but in
Right.
the indie space, it's a little small.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be a little small. You know what I mean, Charlie?
Yeah.
So
I know.
I'm gonna pad it out. I'm gonna add some extra stuff in there. I've got some fan art as well. So kudos to Omer, who kind of kicked the ball.
I saw that today. I actually saw his segment on your channel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, dude, he did a wonderful piece with Ratel. And since then, I've been getting like new fan art from people in the indie space, like nonstop. Like I even got one this week on a Christmas card, if you can believe it. Like it's crazy stuff. That's so freaking cool. Like the book's not even out.
Seeing him with the Santa outfit.
Right, in chibi form, it's so funny, man. It's more than funny. It's heartwarming as well.
Yeah, it really is.
You're like, people are, you feel like you exist. Like the book's not even out yet, and people are, giving you kind of a
little props before it comes out. Yeah, like that's happened to me as well, and like I'm like thrilled that I've had 2 people send me some paintings. And I was like, oh my God, so I can't thank them enough. And it's just like you said, it's heartwarming. It's more than heartwarming. It's like, people actually think of other people, and try to help out, which is the best thing in the world, I think. And something,
Oh, Katie's in the chat. How you doing, Katie? Nice to see you. We were just talking about the closeout. Katie helped a whole bunch, man.
Yeah.
Kicking it off and closing it out. Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Katie, I think she's taking a break until January 2nd. So grateful for your help this year, Katie. You're a blessing to the space. I hope you get some good holiday time with your family. And we're so grateful for having you in the Comic Skate space as well as on the Commandos as a co-host. So really appreciate you. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I watch her show on Mondays.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, no, it's great because she's given a place for small creators who are just, getting into it and trying to because it's so hard getting your voice out there when you don't have a following yet, right? Like, I don't know.
I've noticed that, right?
I don't know if you're starting from the ground up or if because your YouTube channel is kind of small still. So people go follow Charlie. His link is in the description. For everything, for your YouTube, your X, and your main website as well. So go follow him, give him a shout out, because you've been doing streams almost daily, right?
Yeah, I've been hopping on. I've been kind of like I don't know. I just jump in everybody's bed, and just start to hang out with everybody.
And you do your own streams as well. Like I've been seeing
every once in a while.
Yeah.
I like jumping on somebody else's stream because it gives me a chance to actually talk to somebody because I work from home. And it's kind of sucks when you're alone all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, how is this horror comic working? Sitting around talking to yourself and shit. And it's cool. I always hop on like Omer's thing because he cracks me up quite a bit.
Yes, and he does a lot of them. Like I think he's got a stream going every day of the week.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That dude has got stamina.
He's great. He's like fun. He's like funny and awesome and helps everybody out.
He's so high energy too. I'm like, I would be exhausted if I tried to just keep that kind of pace and that kind of energy up. I don't have that in me. That dude, it just seems to come natural to him.
Yeah, well, I think he was exhausted this week. I was on his show yesterday, right before I came on your Wing It show, Wrangler, and he was starting to feel tired a little bit. I think like he's got a cold or something. Doing it every day. I like to take breaks. I like to do stuff off stream as much as I like being on people's stream and talking because it's a networking. This is the new networking. Wouldn't you say?
It really is.
Like you get on, you're on Omer's stream, but then you're meeting this other guy and this other guy. And then they're telling you, oh, you got to go on this person's stream and you got to meet this person. And it's just a huge networking system.
You kind of just make a bunch of new friends and find that you networked by accident.
Yeah, it is that way. Like I originally started I was listening when I was like pumping myself up to get ready to start drawing again. I was listening to the Comics Wellspring show because they were interviewing small creators all the time, their podcast. And then I started listening, and then I started watching their YouTube. I didn't really watch people's YouTubes before. And then I started noticing, like, hey, there's like, there's like always these reoccurring actors that appear in chats and stuff. And so I started jumping in the chats as well. And then I was like, oh shit, let me start jumping on. And then somebody invited me to a live show. Like, cool, hang out, talk.
Was that somebody, Omer? I bet it's Omer.
It was Omer. Yeah, it was Omer.
Yeah,
He did one. And then it was the Comic Wellspring guys over there.
I don't think I know the Comics Wellspring. I'll have to check them out. I don't think
they actually had a really cool show today where they were talking about the owner of Comics Wellspring was talking about how they're doing like a new thing. I don't want to speak for them, but like they're doing like a new type of platform type situation where you could do one-offs, right? Like print on demand. But I think almost could become like a distributor from there. So like you can host your book there, and then everybody can have their books there, and then you could just start buying a bunch of books instead of going to Joe's site over here and then paying $10 for that shipping, and then go to another site and paying $10 over here, right? And
dude, that's such a big problem, especially being in Canada here.
Dude, yeah, exactly, dude. And they were talking about international, going to the international system, and they're going to start to look at the international printers and then see who's doing what. Really interesting concept. And if that really happens, because like the owner is basically saying like they're going to take the middleman out, like take that out of the equation, just give it back
into the alley and take him out.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, middleman, this is your last day.
But I mean, that's awesome because, like, I don't think the U.S. has diamond anymore. I'm not really sure how.
Well, they're filing for Chapter 7. I don't even know what that is. Like, some form of bankruptcy.
Is it 7 or 11?
Well, there's both, but it's 7. I read recently.
Welcome to Chapter 7.
7 of 11.
7 of 11, yeah. And well, they've just burned their reputation because people have been sending them books. They've been taking the books and selling them through the back door and not giving people money, not giving people the books again. So they're doing the worst possible thing you can do, reputation-wise. So they're burning their reputation.
So like, there's a bunch of books in Canada that I wanted to buy too. Like, I bought your digital one, right? Because I thought I was going to run into the situation where I would have to pay that tariff or something.
No, I'm shipping it from the States, so it's going to be like $10 shipping. Yeah.
See, that's awesome. Like, I didn't know about that at the time. And I heard about like when Sean Crystal was talking about, they have like a service where people drive a van across the border and then they ship it from the border. So it's like,
I'm getting it printed in the States. So I'm going to get printed by Pete Samedi,
right,
of Alterna. And then I'm going to be probably distributing it through Critical Blast or some other service. So it's going to be shipped out through the US even before I get it. So
okay, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
So it's probably going to get shipped out directly from the printer to the distributor, which is probably Critical Blast, and then to people. And then I'm going to get the remaining copies because I want to sell some stuff in conferences here as well.
Yeah, totally. Because there's like another company out of Canada that I like a lot too. I think they're called Gore Comics, and they do a lot of like the horror stuff.
Oh, interesting.
But I shouldn't show the front, but that's like a back image. This is the company Bloody Gore Comics.
Cool.
But when I was trying to do the shipping, it was like crazy. It was like exactly the same cost as buying the books, and I was like, dude, I can't.
Yeah. That's Derek says I published my book through Comics Wellspring. There you go. Some people have been using it.
Yeah,
and
they're pretty big actually around here.
Draw Zombie says, yo, if that is really Draw Zombie, because if I know Draw Zombie, he usually says woo. So I'm highly suspicious of this account. I think he may have been hacked. Oh, here it is. Woo. Okay, checks out. That checks out. And yeah, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you in the chat.
Yeah, I think we talked about you had bought the Alterna printing beforehand, right?
Yeah, so I got like a small upfront during their crowdfunding. I bought like a $50 voucher just to get a ticket in hand, and I'm going to be paying when I do the printing early next year.
Yeah, and that's on the newsprint, right?
Yes, so it's quality newsprint, though it's not like cheap yellow newsprint.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it in hand yet, but I hear good things about it, and I like the idea of a newsprint comic book.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get to. So I've been, researching and looking for that.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Because so is your book going to be black and white? It seems like it's horror is perfect for black and white. To be honest, I would have loved that my book was black and white. It was simplified a lot of things, but like a superhero comic, it's so colorful.
Yeah,
you can't really do a black and white version. It wouldn't fit thematically.
Yeah, I think
it would have simplified some things.
You're right, totally, man. Like I thought about coloring it, and I was actually thinking about like doing a spot color, like a spot red, only on the blood. Pages.
Yeah, that works too.
But this book doesn't have a lot of blood yet because there's kind of the introduction and stuff like that. So I was like,
and how many pages is your first book?
This is 32.
Okay, that's perfect size. I think my second issue is going to be 32, somewhere around there.
Yeah. I planned at first to have it like a 24, like you did, and then I couldn't tell the story completely for one issue because it's gonna be a lot of dialogue and then talking back and forth.
Oh yeah, a lot of detective work, I imagine.
Not really. It's just kind of intros of what's happening, and I did 4 to 6 pages of action. So I just kind of went overboard, and then like I said, some guys submitted art. And then so I took one of their his name, I can't say his name online. I can't remember his name online. It's like Astra D. But he's like a painter out of England and amazing artist. And I'd never seen his stuff before. And I was like, how the hell did you even get your hands on what Tommy looks like? But apparently he saw the preview and then he painted it.
Power of the internet.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god! So I made that a poster for the interior, double page spread.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because you can print just a single color page in the middle.
Right. Yeah.
Add that as a pinup or something.
And it looks like it does look like it should be a double page spread. So, because it kind of fit like another thing like I'm trying to like incorporate into the book is like since this all happens in the 70s. A lot of that like old smut type stuff or like that grit, like the grindhouse grit.
Oh yeah.
Like driving down the street in New York, and seeing all the cinemas and stuff like that. But
double feature, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So like his artwork in the middle really seemed like it fit perfectly for that. So I was really thrilled.
That simplifies the story a lot because modern day is so complicated with cell phones and so much technology that if you do a horror thing,
exactly,
like cell phones complicate everything. It's harder to get people isolated in a threatening way nowadays.
Thank you very much. Because that was my whole in the first 6 pages that you see. I messed up because I didn't plan on what year it was taking place.
Right. It was your
and
first.
And then afterwards, I was like, oh shit, there would be cameras everywhere.
yeah, it doesn't work.
Right. So, the good time period would be the 70s.
Well, see, my comic takes place present day, but I see it as a sci-fi story. But it's present day sci-fi. There's so much technology around nowadays that if you address it head on, you're in the future already. It's crazy.
We are in the future already. You don't even know what we have yet.
Yeah,
I've heard that a lot of horror writers are actually deliberately making their work period pieces to get rid of the cell phones and cameras everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense because like it's harder to explain like why there's a severed head down the road when there's 15 cameras that saw every move of that head bouncing off of somebody's car. Exactly. It gets too complicated.
Yeah.
Either that or why the surveillance systems aren't picking it up as a clue as to who's doing it.
Right. And, the funny thing too is like when you see what's happening in the modern today, in the news, for instance, and they can't figure out who, like somebody that just had, a situation happen in maybe I forgot what area in New York, but they have the grainiest photo of this person walking down the street, and it's like we can take damn pictures of Mars, but we can't take a picture of somebody walking down the street. I don't get it. You know, it seems like that it's kind of like a made up story in a way, because there should be a high resolution somewhere out there. Not everything's in 368 or whatever it used to be.
Yeah.
I could be. I could be wrong, but
well,
seems
not
like there should
everything
be a
adds
high
up.
res.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we have you know, Photoshop. You can clarify the photos, and just like the old movies where you can zoom in and like add
Zoom
the
and
detail
enhance.
to it. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
totally.
Infinite resolution. That was great.
Totally, it seems like it. Turn it to a vector. So what happened with the video game company that you were at? What happened with that whole?
I worked there for about a year, but it just got really depressing after a while. It's like whatever problems we had were, so I was kind of stuck in between two jobs. So I was working there as a programmer, not as an artist, right? So I got in as a web programmer. And then I was doing interface debugging, and things were going really well. And then they needed some visual stuff. And so I started working as an artist, but instead of answering to the guy who was in front of me, who's the lead developer, I had to answer to another guy that's on the other side of the building who wouldn't meet me. And I had to walk for an hour to go see, and the communication was just horrible.
Yeah.
So it was a total communication breakdown. And
I gotcha.
we do like daily meetups with the group, like, okay, what's going on? What issues are you having? And I'm like, well, I have this big issue right here that I need resolving. Oh, that's nice. And I realized, oh, they're not really like,
oh, that's nice.
they're not really like trying to solve the issues. They're just going through the motion because they're taught that they have to, talk about the problems, but they forgot the main point, that we're supposed to solve these problems. And so I realized, okay, these problems are not going to get solved.
Yeah.
And it was just a joke. Like, there was no communication in that company. And we were just like in a dark corridor at the end of it just got really dark and depressing, and I stopped going in. I stayed home working on my own website because I was actually wanting to get some work done, because for a while we didn't even get any work coming in. And I was like, well, I don't have any work to do. And they were like, well, you're still paid. Yeah, but like, I'm paid to just sit on my ass. Yeah. Like, I could do that from home, sit on my ass, like I could do that remotely. So,
oh, totally. Yeah.
But that didn't fly with them. So ended up not working out. But that's kind of when I said, fuck it, I'm just going to start my own comic book project at that point. Got into it.
I mean, that's the best way of doing things. It's just starting something, and I'm kind of the same way. Like, I hate the company I'm at right now, and I kind of get away with a lot that I shouldn't really say. And I'll sit around and I'll like pencil a couple, pencil panel here and there, when I can, instead of actually working. Sure, or I'll be on somebody's stream that's streaming in the morning, hanging out.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, but every now and then when a project does fall through, or come through, then I'll pick it up right away, just to do something.
Yeah, it's mostly about your availability now. Then,
yeah,
because it's not the old industry system. It's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I think I could be somewhere else instead of here, but I like to be like a spoiled kid and have like 3 monitors while I'm working, so I can watch movies over here and play my Wacom on the other one, shit like that.
That seems like more distractions to me. I'm trying to get away from the screens, which is
I'm trying to too. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because you're also working very traditionally.
Yeah.
Are you penciling blue line right now? Because I thought you were drawing pencils and then printing out blue lines. I thought I heard you say something like that.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll do it directly on the page and just pencil directly, but other times I'll pencil blue lines on my iPad or the.
I'm on it.
Oh, you're on it? Cool. Thank you.
But I'll take this pencil and I'll scan this pencil and then reprint it and then ink on top.
Oh, okay, so you got multiple
Pencils.
multiple steps of pencils.
Yeah, that way, like,
super fascinating.
If I super screw this up, which I do quite a bit of times, like just trying
Okay.
something new, I can just reprint it and then have another one to go.
Yeah, I always scan my pencils before I ink, for the same reason, you know.
Right.
Because
I have a. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I don't screw them up like I used to when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I was using more traditional brushes and quills, and that's more prone to spilling ink on the page. And that now I use modern, Korean or Vietnamese, these Japanese pens, so calligraphy pens, Tombow pens, and they're not as prone as errors. Well, I still do mistakes, but they're small mistakes I can fix on the page. But you never know when something's going to be totally screwed up, and you want to have at least a trace of the pencils, so you can do like you're doing, like a blue line print, and then boom, you can have another go at it.
I've had pages where I spilled ink all across the page, and then I just took the deleter white out the stuff, and then I just painted over it, and then just re-inked over it on the page itself. So it looks kind of like really, really crunchy and dirty looking, and it actually kind of worked.
Well, with a horror comic,
because it's all
interesting
crunchy
texture. Because you've got a unique stylistic, stylistic style. That's not repeating the same word there, Fred. I'm a writer, folks. Also, I don't know if you know this, people, but I'm also writing now. So
that's good.
I am too, and I still do that when I'm speaking, and I like in mid-word, I'm like, oh no, I'm doing that.
Yeah. But you've got something of an expressionistic style. Like you could see the lines. I really like that. Like you see the energy of the lines, and it's very stylistic. Like it's not a clean, aseptic. Is that a word? Septic. That sounds like septic tank. That's not what I'm going for. But it's not like a clean, like image style. It's not a Scott Williams, Jim Lee super clean. You've got that gritty, dirty, in a good way. That gives it that underground indie vibe. Like especially with the Zipatone. You know how much I love the freaking Zipatone. Oh
man, that stuff's so fun. And that's why I decided to keep it black and white as well, because it's just like, why spend? I've already spent over a couple $100 on the Zipatone on the pages.
We got a Kahuna in the chat here. A shaven Wookiee has joined the group.
I like my hair's coming back, but it's at that stage where it's messy no matter what I do.
Yeah. So Charlie, you might not know, but Kahuna was in a divorce, and his ex-wife got his hair. So he had to grow it all back.
This is true. She demanded it. She's like, I may lose the kids, but I'm getting your hair.
Awesome.
How's it going, man?
Doing pretty good, man. How you been?
That's a very blue comic. Is it Avatar inspired? What's going on there?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Like Kahuna showing his ignorance here.
I know what it is. But the ignorant card is more fun. I never pretend I know what I'm talking about. Never. Not once. Definitely not in 9th grade in high school and public school for the first time. No, not then.
You know your shit around comics as well, because you're even into bande dessinée and stuff. Like you,
what's that?
You're well read.
I have read one of the mangas, so I know what's up.
The mangas.
Yeah. Sheldon requests that Kahuna keeps his shirt on. I'm just sitting here thinking, Kahuna has a shirt?
Okay, so Sheldon, if you want Kahuna to keep his shirt on, you got to send $100 Ko-Fi, and Kahuna will keep his shirt on. If
Sheldon,
not,
I know you? Did I take my shirt off in front of a stranger again?
Again?
Do you ever do a stream without taking your shirt off? Seriously?
Not my own show anymore.
No, because when I went on your show, everyone on the show had their shirt off.
We were trying to acclimate to your
including
culture.
me, which is weird. I don't know how that happened.
You did get 2 other backers.
Yes.
So
I do get a kick out of how you tend to join live streams from your shower. My only fear is that one day you'll drop the phone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's your only fear. That's your fear. You're afraid of that. No,
Why wouldn't I be
Wrangler,
afraid of
join
that?
the crowds of people excited for that inevitable event
That's
that
why
will
people
definitely
tune
happen.
in. They're just tuning in to see, is this going to be
We'll
the
fix
day?
it in post.
It's like one of those shows like where the guy's like moving around and something is barely blocking the view at all times. Just it's like a magic trick. It's good. It's going to be like that. The people are like tuning in. It's like
It's like the end
gonna
scenes
happen.
in Austin Powers 1.
Yeah.
Shampoo bottle.
So what God blessed that character model on your screen, Frederic? Because that's redonkulous.
No, she's just Russian, you know.
Oh, okay. That totally makes sense.
It makes sense now, right?
Now give me a Filipino girl about the size of one of her legs, and that's more my speed.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't have a Filipino character yet. I've got a Haitian girl. She's got snakes on her head though, so I don't know if that's your type.
It's like
You never know what folks are into
based on a
nowadays.
real person. Yes.
Right.
So Charlie, what kind of you're doing with some more traditional art kind of thing going on here? Is this for what your own project or somebody else's
Yeah,
project?
it's my own project. It's a book called Tommy's. It's just about a guy that makes hamburgers out of his little shack there.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's what
Okay,
he's
so
doing,
you
hamburgers.
started off the
With guns,
show talking
guns.
about dead bodies, and now you're talking about hamburgers, and I'm worried now.
Secrets in the sauce.
Well, the hamburgers come after, so
Yeah.
Clearly,
it's a process. It's a process.
this
So,
is a Soylent Green type of situation, isn't it?
Yeah, so like when I was doing the research for the book, like I was thinking of like what's a good way to get rid of a body, right? And I
know.
discovered
Your
this,
research for the book, folks. Right, right.
I discovered
Every
this
killer
guy
out there is
in,
like, I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book.
Yeah, but this guy was like he actually his name is like Joe Meth something, a serial killer, and he would make his little hamburger stand on the side of the road, and people would stop and eat his hamburgers, and he'd mix it with pork and stuff, and that's how you get rid of the prostitutes. Yeah.
The funny thing is, I went and looked up something because I was in the middle of writing a scene. I'm like, would that actually work? Is this enough force to make this effect?
Yeah.
So I went and tried to look it up on Google, and the you know how it automatically comes up with an AI answer when you put something in Google search. It just said, "Do not attempt this. This is dangerous. Do not do that." I had to explain to it, I'm a sci-fi author. I'm writing a scene in a fictional narrative, and then it would tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't
Copilot's
get
like,
it.
yeah, you're a sci-fi author.
Yeah. But you can't do that anymore today, right, Charlie? Like you can't have pork in hamburgers because it offends all the Muslims, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you need your human hamburgers to be human only.
Yeah. You can't put pork in there. That's
Depends on
offensive.
what side of the country you're on, right?
Yeah.
Like Indiana, we wouldn't have a problem, I don't think.
Oh yeah.
No.
I like my humans pure.
Tastes like
No,
chicken.
but I mean, it is like a good way to get rid of stuff, right? So I was like, yeah, let me throw that in there.
Well, yeah.
Or like that guy in Canada, the pig guy.
Yeah, the pig farm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a fantastic
pigs
story.
are
that
really
pig
good
farm
for that.
has ties to a lot of politicians. I've been hearing, Kahuna, allegedly.
So that story, do you remember watching that? And they were talking about that girl, how she accidentally revealed that guy was actually the killer when she said that the fat was yellow. And so that was another aspect I was thinking about. So when I was making a character and their breasts were flayed out, it was like trying to think of like how does that like yellow fat tissue work? And that was from that movie.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's like I got into that YouTuber, that big YouTuber. What's her name? Call Me Chris, maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, she covers a bunch of like true crime stuff. And I was hearing about the pig farm. Like some of these guys I'm like, they should have gotten caught.
Yeah, it makes
Like-
no sense why they wouldn't get caught. Like
Some of them were a little bit clever.
I will
Others, I'm like,
repeat.
how were you just not caught?
I will repeat what I said a minute ago. Some of them were found to have ties with important politicians,
Yeah.
allegedly. So that helps in the not getting caught. When you're giving an important, a vital service, an essential service, you're kept afloat somehow.
Yeah, when you look at that land,
in modern day Canada, the best serial killers were just the doctors.
Well, yeah, you have the official maid service.
Yeah, they have machines to do it for them now. They've kind of industrialized it.
Yeah, it's a whole official service part of the medical establishment now. So if your medication costs too much or your services cost too much, they try to sales pitch you into the maid.
Euthanasia?
Yeah.
No way.
Also, am I the only one who thinks that it's like, oh yeah, we'll fill out the paperwork later. Let's just toss this guy in there.
Yeah, and the funny thing is,
that's got
are you serious? That's wild.
Yeah, the Canadian medical system has become Dr. Kevorkian's wet dream.
Yeah, no, that's 100% serious.
That's wild. I had no idea.
It is.
Oh no, Canada is in trouble right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we read that every day. Like, we as an Americans, laughing at all the other countries that are falling apart, but we're falling apart too, it seems.
Oh, we're falling apart, yeah.
Well, we have our own problems, but we're not jumping off the cliff as quickly.
Yeah, because Canada used to be so close to the United States, like culturally. We're so close, I was going to say geometrically, but I mean geographically. We're neighbors, and we have the same culture.
Very close,
your best actors came from Canada. Your best comedians came from Canada. All your talent.
Frederic, you're my favorite geometric neighbor.
Yes, mine as well.
Like even in war, like we all fought together too. So
that's right.
Just like neighbors. Right.
Well, it's like World War I but before the U.S. started officially sending people over, a bunch of these the scummy southern border hopping Americans trying to jump in the border to go with Canada to go fight.
It's weird though, is I don't hear any Canadian accents from you guys.
Well, I'm French Canadian, so my accent's French, and I'm not one of those dirty English.
Get the beer, eh?
Frederic, he's proof that not every stereotype is true about all people in a demographic.
Oh, I was also born in...
doesn't even start every sentence with sorry. What kind of Canadian are you?
No, those are the English. You're thinking of the English, Wrangler. We're not. First of all, I'm French Canadian, and I'm born in Germany, so I'm kind of a weird, fucked up kind of a specimen here. But
so you surrender to yourself.
Well, we're having technical issues here. We're losing Kahuna. I don't know what happened. Careful! Don't choke on your lunch there, Kahuna.
Lunch? What time do you think it is?
Well, you're eating something. Aren't you like out in Hawaii? Isn't it like tomorrow or yesterday over there?
No, I live in Washington, my man. We're flooded right now. It's a good time.
Oh, dude, that's bad.
Where are you? Washington State?
Yeah.
What part of it?
Yeah, no, it hasn't affected my work too much, except that I've had to delay working on the roof and I've had to be a bit more careful. But there's major flooding. A bunch of rivers and reservoirs had either collapsed or were overcome or they had to release a bunch of water. It's like this is the worst flooding in Washington State in this area since 1990, before I was born. So
wow.
Yeah, no, there's an entire city underwater called Pacific. I call it just more ghetto Auburn, but
So where'd this flood come from? Was it just an abundance of rain, or
it was an abundance of rain? The snow, it wasn't cold enough for the snow to prevent the snow from melting. It melted for a bit longer this year. A lot more rain, and then a bunch of our reservoirs were already pretty filled.
And that's where our flooding comes from every spring. The snow up north melts, and then our rivers overflow.
Yeah, we see a lot of flooding here in the spring too. Like my parents got their house flooded a couple of times. Now they have a whole process they go through to break up the ice so the river doesn't overflow anymore. But it's kind of typical in the spring. But right in December, I haven't heard that too often.
Well, Washington will get a lot of rain. Like there's a maybe 2010, 2011, we had 98 consecutive days of rain in Western Washington. And
That
that's not
sounds
horribly
miserable.
Oh yeah, dude, I work outside. Tell me all about it. Yeah. we
Wet
don't
t-shirt
even get
contest?
very much snow. It's just wet, gray, year round, man. That's kind of like people move here in the summer, and I always laugh. They're like, it's beautiful here. I'm like, Washington during summer is a dream. It's a fantasy. It's not a real place. Because as soon as like fall starts hitting, you're like, oh, the colors are here, and then gray year round. Yeah. Gray until spring.
Yeah, you sound like you got like British weather more than anything else.
They have the well, like that's the thing too. People kind of like London. Like I think of London. People in like buddies of mine who live in London are like, it gets hot here, and Europeans, they don't really know what temperature means. No, that's a broad statement. People in the UK don't know what temperature means. They're like, oh, it's cold or it's hot, and then I look, I'm like, no, it's not. You're fine.
They don't even speak in Fahrenheit, weirdos.
Yeah, the only person I respect. The only person I respect when they say it's cold is if I'm talking to a Russian. That's the only time I'm like, really? It was cold. Okay, I'm listening.
If I'm wearing a long sleeve, that's when it's cold.
You see, that's what I mean.
When he's wearing a shirt at all.
That's true.
Must be cold right now, huh, Kahuna?
No, I just didn't feel like showering. But yeah, no, it's funny in Hawaii, like a couple of years back, maybe three or 4 years ago, my cousins and my aunties and uncles started sending me all these pictures. Clowns out there wearing full fleece down, like puffy winter coats in 50 and 60 degree weather.
Dude, yeah, that's cold.
Over there? Very cold.
When you're used to like, 80 to 90 degrees all the time.
Now, actually, I'm going to correct you there, Charlie. Not to call you an idiot. No, I'm kidding. Hawaii, people think who have not been to Hawaii think Hawaii is like Florida. Hawaii is not like Florida.
It's not. No.
Where I used to live there. Yeah. It's not. Oh, where? In Florida?
I used to live in Oahu.
Oh, nice. But it's not that hot most of the time. It
like
will
really
get
nice.
It'll peak at a certain like temperature especially during certain parts of the summer. But it's like the breeze comes in at 1 o'clock. Yeah. It's like 75 to 85, like pretty much year round, like shy a weird storm or an exception. It's really something. It's like no wonder they called it paradise.
Now, what's funny is here in New England, it's very common to see someone dressed wearing a winter coat, all bundled up, standing next to someone wearing shorts and a t-shirt. It's just, in fact, you'll often see someone wearing a winter coat, shorts, and sandals.
As long as it's not sandals and socks.
Depends on the age group.
No, all those people need to be castrated.
Yeah, that's becoming trendy over here, which is, I think should become illegal, to be honest. We have crazy laws. Why don't we have those types of crazy laws?
I know. I even made a short on my YouTube channel recently about Shelton. Every now and again I'll be walking around in public and I'll see something and it'll catch my interest and I'll have a funny thought. I'm like, oh, that might be funny. And those shorts typically do well. This one has very much underperformed. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't have a good enough thumbnail for it. But it's always odd to me when I have consistent like views on my videos and then one of them randomly will have like 11 views. I'm like, what happened? What did I do wrong here?
By the way, what was with that hardware store that you were going to? Why was that all shut down? It looked like a wreck.
Oh, no, that was just a house. Like there was a house, there was a lumber yard. It wasn't shut down. But yeah, no, I think that's the same video I was talking about.
Oh, it was still open? Looking like
No, but I was like walking back to my truck. I looked over and I saw like the basin area, like Democratic Party building, and I was like, "Oh, here's a thought." It's like, "Oh no, I thought this was a nice town." Then I looked over and like zoom in. I'm like, "But they're gay." I'm like, made me laugh. But yeah, no, and like that area, it's just been so windy and so raining, and
it's like the left coast for a reason.
Yeah. Well, I can't be up on the roof, or not that I can't. I've tried to become more safety oriented.
Yeah, Sheldon said, thought my accent was from Boston. Sheldon, if I was living in Boston, you'd hear more gunshots in the background. Just saying.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, there's a couple. I just have very little interest in the East Coast. Hate to say it. I've gone as far east as I think I need to go. I liked part of Michigan that I was in once. That was nice.
Well, I'm on the East Coast now, and I'll tell you, you're not missing much.
People give shit to the West Coast, but I know I don't know. I wouldn't mind going to the Carolinas or Florida, except that it's really fucking hot.
I mean, that's
Really, the
whole point
only
of
thing
going
worth
there.
seeing around here is Mystic Aquarium, and that's about it.
Florida gets nasty hot, and those mosquitoes suck.
Yeah, and their cockroaches and wildlife and the people may be more dangerous than the wildlife.
Those Floridians. Florida, man.
Oh god. That's
The
funny.
different demographics in Florida are really wild. Really, really unusual how different one area will be from another in Florida.
Oh, our legal lizard has joined the chat. How you doing, James?
What's up, man?
James Esparza, hello, welcome.
Hi, James.
If you're here for a staring contest, you're winning.
Yeah, James is making one hell of an entrance.
I've been killing geckos that size since I was born. I can handle it.
Well, he's zoomed in. He's actually much smaller in real life.
He's like the Geico gecko.
He's the one who goes and sues the insurance company. He doesn't work for them.
For infringement.
He's actually a security consultant.
So I was going to ask
That's
you about that.
a
Why
vibe.
do you have like a koala and then there's like a lizard on the show every now and then? I see them all the time, actually.
A koala.
You thought
Is it a
Ultimate
koala?
Kahuna was a koala?
What is it? Or is that like a badger?
The otter?
Oh, the otter.
That's what it is. Damn it.
Oh,
The Lord Otter.
I was trying to figure out who you're talking about. I'm like, what's
yeah, because we have a hard time getting actual humans on the show, Charlie. So we have to resort to animals.
We have a lot of PNGs, a lot of what I've been assured are real large-breasted women.
Due to
I've been
illness,
assured
the
that
part of the
people-
Lord Otter will be played by Ricky Tikki Tavi.
It's like, Otter, stop using the voice changer. He's like,
All right.
Otter is a Floridian. Speaking of Floridians.
he is. He's also a little guy. Like the otter, it would actually be a larger creature than him. in
Yeah,
real
he
life.
called himself an otter to appear taller.
We lost James.
Oh my
We
God.
lost him.
Yeah,
Oh,
He's
He'll be back.
technical difficulties.
real
He has,
quick. Yeah,
has difficulty reaching for the keyboard.
this is true. Did any of you guys seen any of the recent anime movies that have come out in theaters in maybe the last 6 months or so?
Hey,
Anime
friends.
movies.
My
Hey,
mic
James.
is finally working. Nice.
Hello.
It's
I
working
actually
good.
found a glitch about StreamYards here. Apparently, if you have a window open and you mute it, and then you insert the StreamYards link to join, it'll still be muted, but you won't be able to unmute the window. You have to close it, open a new one.
Ah,
Yeah, so
There we
that's
go.
what just happened.
yeah, it could be a browser issue.
Yes. Yeah, we have a lot of
Oh,
browser
okay.
issues in the desert underneath rocks
Yeah,
See
where I
see.
live, as I am a lizard.
Yes.
we noticed.
Kind of
James.
blocks that Starlink
Thank you.
signal.
It's a lizard awareness month, so you know.
Yeah, Charlie here, our guest, was asking why we have so many animals on the
No.
show. I was telling him we have a hard time getting
Oh,
humans.
trust me, friend, I am the only animal here.
I don't
Well,
know.
I
I'm maybe
called
the
it.
most. I'm the most wild of any creature.
Yeah,
you've
because
had
when
on this
Charlie
show.
was talking about a koala, I'm like, what koala? You talking about Kahuna?
I just knew it was fuzzy. That's all I knew.
He is fuzzy. I mean,
he's a fuzzy little guy.
and he sounds like a Wookiee when he comes in.
Oh, and to answer your question, Kahuna, C. Shelton Original Art says that he has watched Infinity Castle.
Oh, what's that? I haven't heard of that one.
That was the Demon Slayer film when that came out, maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I watched the K-pop Demon Hunter. Does that count?
Sure, I guess.
Why
Is
not?
that
Yeah,
good?
it's a
Did
good
people
one.
actually like that?
So
I've seen it, and even without children, it's a very good movie.
yeah, I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's actually good.
It's good enough that it surprised me.
It looks like fun, but I haven't seen it
You know,
yet.
it's well written because like nothing about that like movie should be appealing to me. And I was giving it a go. Okay, everyone's talking about it. Everyone likes it. Let's just.
I've
put it
heard
on.
similar reports from a bunch of different people. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to like it.
So I'm like,
and I
okay,
loved
I'll
it,
put
you
it
know?
on, I'll watch it, and I'll give it a go. And then as I'm watching the first like 15, 20 minutes, I'm like,
this is
I'm a
banger.
grown man. Why am
Yeah.
I watching this? What's happening? But then you get into the story. The characters are well developed. You got external conflict, interior conflict. Everything is kind of well laid out. So I was like, okay, this is actually interesting. And the best part that I really liked is I don't know if you've seen any K-pop videos, but they're like very overproduced, very choreographed.
flashy.
Yeah,
And that's what the fight scenes were.
exactly.
cool, though.
Yeah,
When they do the fight
it
scenes
sounds
in
like
that
it was
movie,
something pop
it's like a
culture
video.
desperately
It's like a
needed.
K-pop video. It's super tight. It's well laid out. It's so interesting.
Nice.
I'll have to check it out.
Go ahead, Wrangler. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there.
I just said it seems like something that pop culture definitely needed.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
was an
bringing something
original. It
new.
was something original. It wasn't tied
Yeah.
to another franchise.
Yeah, exactly. It's
that's pretty
something
rare right
that's
now.
coming from a music space and bringing it into an action space. It worked. It worked pretty good.
So they actually
But, like-
sing and stuff. Then
Yeah, the music was really good. The animation was mostly good. The editing is good, but you could tell it was made for a younger audience, like a modern audience. Not because it's not in the story, but in the editing. I'm like, there is something happening every second of this movie, like beginning to end. Like there's barely time to breathe while watching this
It's
film.
one of those.
But
Yeah.
all the men are effeminate in that movie.
They're
Like,
Korean, brother. What do you
Yeah.
want? Like they're
wow.
less sexually
They're-
dimorphic.
they're selling it
That's
for-
just
they're
how
selling it to
Asian
women.
people are usually. Anyway, yeah. No, they are effeminate mostly.
I mean, the most masculine ones are the opposing K-pop band, which are guys. And if you watch any K-pop bands, they're not that masculine, if you know what I mean.
They do a Gangnam Style.
Except for that guy.
Actually, he's
but-
actually pretty good. The Gundam style guy. What's his name? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he was a voice actor. He did a great job. No, I was surprised about that movie, but because I've been letting the kiddos see their mother recently, maybe once every 2 weeks, I find myself having like this 2 to 4 hour period where I don't have anything going on and I'm not in my own area, and so I've taken to going to see a movie on my own just in that time. And so, if you're just going to see a movie and you don't know what you're going to see, you might be picking. May not know what you're going to watch, and so like some of them have been winners, some of them have been losers. I did this last weekend. I finally decided I would give what was it? Jujutsu Kaisen one more try because I tried the manga, I've tried the show a couple of times. It has never hooked me. I'm like, okay, well the movie's out. It's hard to mess up an animated movie. Let's go watch it. I fell asleep in the theater.
Wow.
That's bad.
And that
You've reached that stage in your life.
it's not a stage, brother. But yeah, no, I don't love the character. I don't like the characters. Like even the characters I do kind of like the story is not engaging. It's the motivations of most of the characters are kind of meh and generic. And like some of the neat things that the story and show does do is done better by some of its contemporaries that it's like immediate contemporaries with. And so I think this is it for me. I'm like, yeah, no, I've given this property as solid of a try as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And I'm not that picky about what I watch usually. So Yeah, no, for sure. That was it. That was it for me. Because I don't like one of your who was it? Who was it? Shelton? No. Yeah, Shelton original art. He saw Infinity Castle.
Mhm.
Very good story, very good, and like maybe the most beautiful animation I've ever seen. In such a succinct package. But if the pacing of that movie was a little bit off. I did see the Chainsaw Man movie as well, and that one
Of course.
that felt the most like a movie.
What is that? The Chainsaw Man movie?
It's based on a
He's gonna have a
manga.
chainsaw on his head, right?
Yeah. He like it's in a world where demons appear. It's not a new concept. It's like whatever people fear and have negative emotion about manifests as some sort of devil. And some of them are more powerful than others. And obviously, if you become a powerful devil appears, starts killing a whole bunch of people, people begin to fear that thing more. Therefore, makes it more powerful. It's kind of
a good concept, though.
its own cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle, vicious cycle.
Yeah. But like that movie, like the characters, it seems like a brainless show at first, but you actually like watch, you're like, oh, this kid, like the main character, he grew up literally with not even the basic necessities of life, having to sell off body parts in order to feed himself.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
I know, every time.
Yeah, but at least your body parts grow back, James. So it's not the same.
He's like,
Let me know if you guys
tail 3 times. Yeah.
Let me know if you guys need any tails to get you some lizard tails.
Hey guys, he's offering us his tail. Is that normal?
That's kind of weird, but the whole show's been weird. So just roll with it.
Yeah.
All right, yo, I gotta get going. I gotta do my own show now. So
that's what I was gonna say. Don't you have your own show going?
That show he never invites me to.
We had a couple of things come
except for that one time.
Scheduling things. Besides that, yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for having me on.
Wait. Before you go, what movie are you guys watching tonight?
We're not.
No.
What? So, that's the whole point of your show.
Typically, it's a vehicle to talk about storytelling, but yes, no, we have something else in mind for tonight, but even that's not working out because a couple schedule things came up. But we'll see. I'm going to talk to Katie and figure it out. So
all right, well, break a leg, man.
Why do people say that? Break a leg. It's not a positive thing,
No, it's the opposite. You've never done theater, James, have you?
Yeah, of course not. I'm not gay.
So if you wish somebody, it's like a superstition, right? So if you wish somebody to have a good show, it's like it's gonna backfire. Exactly. You're jinxing it. So if you say break a leg, somehow psychologically they're resisting.
You're gonna grow a third leg.
It's superstition.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I didn't know you were into that druid stuff.
You should have
druid stuff.
You should have a link in the Discord, Tank, or else I can send it to you through the Twitter. Hold on.
Dude, Tank's audio has been funny as hell. I love it.
His what now?
His audio sounds like he's like in 1945 or something.
Oh, I love that here. I've heard about that. Omer's talked about it. Here, I've sent it to you in the StreamYard on X. Tank, you should have it. Unless the X chat is broken still, which has been kind of weird lately.
Yeah.
Tank is an underappreciated name and an overappreciated vehicle.
In porn, they say break your third leg. Sheldon, you got to slack off the porn if you're going to get your comic done. I'm just saying, Tank saying, lol, I was joking. Were you joking about sending the link or saving the show? I don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm a boot to eat dinner. Give me 15 minutes. Listen, I'll give you 10. Okay. You got 10 minutes. You can chow down faster than that.
American minutes or African minutes?
Well, African minutes, the show would be over.
No, African minutes, you just take as long as you want.
That's what I mean. He'd come in and the show would be long done.
Okay, now I see what you mean. Yeah, you are correct. We are both correct. As I often am, but now you too are correct.
Metric minutes or Celsius minutes?
Close enough.
Let's This is this is this is
Which
what I have
ones
to.
are on sale?
You see, Charlie, what I have to deal with every week.
And whom he invites voluntarily.
This is
every
why
week?
I invite guests on, is to try to stay
But-
sane.
It's fun though, because like he goes from the lizard to COD. What are you playing actually?
This is Killing Floor 2.
Hmm.
It's a wave-based shooter. You kill them, they keep coming, and you
Yeah.
win or you die.
Dude, that's kind of what the Lara Croft 2013 feels like now. It's
That's what life feels like.
a lot of shooting in that one.
2013.
Yeah, so 2013 is kind of a reboot before she's a Tomb Raider.
Again,
Yeah, that's the one where she has the smaller breast.
Yeah, but they keep getting smaller with every freaking
I've
episode.
noticed.
Yeah. I forgot
The
what
Let's
she
latest
get,
one
like-
that they have coming out, people seem to be happy with, except the SJWs. They're back to the real women don't look like that, and I'm just like, do any of you have the balls to say that to Angelina Jolie's face?
Yeah, they're
Well,
not even
that's just talking point. Tourists, man.
they're not even big. Like especially
No,
in 20,
I got a new word for them. You know what they are? Pop culture terrorists.
Pretty much, because they're not the ones who actually buy and play the games or go watch the movies or any of that.
Yeah,
They just
Yeah,
look
I
for
want their
reasons to
politics.
complain about it.
yeah, it's about your
motivated
audience,
by
right?
pol-
Who you're selling to.
They're motivated by political reasons, as most terrorists are.
yeah, and it's a shame because the original designs of Tomb Raider, she has some generous breast size, and they just gave that up for no reason except feminism, I would imagine. Did you have any discussions about that, Charlie? Because Charlie actually worked on Tomb Raider. You might not know this, James,
Actually,
'cause
yes, I worked on that 2013 version. When we
Did
were
you have
doing
conversations about her breast size? I mean,
Yes,
that
we did.
that you're allowed to talk about.
The only thing they told me was just to reduce it so it wasn't very what do you call it? Too exposing or too, I forgot what they called it. But yeah,
Too,
we did talk
too
about it a little bit.
sexualized. Yeah, and was
Should
it,
have accused
don't
them of
sexualize it.
being misogynist for trying to take away her femininity.
so was Toby on board with the reduction? Because he's the one who did the initial designs as well.
At the time, when I was on that project, I don't remember him being on that one. I remember him being on
Okay.
Legend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was she? Did she have? Was she more voluptuous on Legend?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yes.
they keep shrinking with every game.
Yeah, I
it
think
seems.
at the 2013 one, the way I knew it as Project X was like, it was like way reduced, and at the time I didn't know what it was. They didn't want to say what it was, but you could tell it's Tomb Raider.
Right. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
loving the game, to be honest.
It was kind of funny how they did the remaster of the original and kept the original proportions, and that sold like hotcakes when they brought it out.
yeah.
Does they
with
have a
the,
new cartoon coming out as well, or a new
I-
TV show?
I haven't
That
heard
may
about
also
that.
be why maybe they're trying to expand the franchise, get cartoons and shit. I don't know, drawing a younger audience.
I don't know. Tomb Raider would be fantastic if they could pull it off, right? Because it's like a Indiana Jones, basically.
Yeah.
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 Just a
premise is
James
really
Bond
good.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Brit.
And the Angelina, I saw the first Angelina Jolie movie, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it back in the day. It's been a while. I haven't revisited it or anything, but yeah, you're right. It's
I don't
basically
actually remember.
I enjoyed them both.
it's Indiana Jones with beautiful actress.
Yeah.
It's-
007. Yeah, run
Yeah.
around.
yeah,
Rich.
yeah.
And do.
She's
anything
got
you want.
ties with her father. She's kind of following
Yep.
her father's footsteps. She's got big breasts. What's not to like?
I think it was a Wrangler actually. Didn't you say that you liked the Mummy?
Yeah.
Was that you? Okay, yeah. So because that's like there's like I was saying, like there's like a secret code to that storytelling. It's just that high adventure. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I very much tried to emulate that overall
Yeah.
tone that they had in the first Mummy movie.
Right.
For like, it's serious, but there's still like the heroes are all plucky and kind of lighthearted without actually undercutting the tone.
Yeah.
Very fine line to walk, but when you walk it right, man, it's awesome.
Yeah, I had a friend who worked on The Mummy 2, doing backgrounds for the movie.
Oh, that's fun.
Alright.
Yeah, that must have been a blast.
Doing the painting and stuff.
The movie
The,
everyone forgets exists.
the sculptures, like the big
Yeah.
stone statues and stuff.
That's really cool.
You know, speaking of forgetting stuff exists, I completely missed the launch of the second Death Stranding game.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
That's probably for the best.
So apparently we all missed it too.
Yeah, it's
Bad marketing.
Hideo Kojima's walking simulator sequel.
I'm not
He
familiar with
essentially released a game that was primarily delivering packages across the United States via terrain
In real life?
manipulation. People say it felt like it. Anyways,
Weird.
everybody hated it. They came out with a sequel. Did not do well. And now we are here.
Do you guys? Okay, there was a stupid game that came out by Sega. I think it's Sega Genesis, and it was like I don't know how old everybody is here, but
I had a
it
Genesis.
was like a fish in a tank, but it had a human face, and it just sat there, and you had to feed it.
I don't remember that. At first, I was starting to think Echo the Dolphin, but then you said in a tank and then with a human face. I was like,
Yeah. So you just
So-
had your TV
No,
on
I don't
all
remember
day.
that.
You just had
When
your
you
TV
say
on
in a
all day.
tank, you're talking about like a fish tank or a literal tank,
It was like a fish tank on the screen,
right?
but like it was like zoomed in, right? And then like you would walk by at certain times of the day, and you'd see how the dude was doing in this fish tank, and then sometimes he'd be like floating weird, and then I don't know, it's just dumb. Like you actually fed it.
So it was a digital pet.
Yeah,
It's like a Tamagotchi fish.
That
and
might work.
Digipets.
I've never found the name of it. I just would always see it in studio, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Why do
I've
you
never
exist?
played that one.
I've
It's
heard of some
weird.
crazy.
Yeah, Genesis had some of the best games versions. Like a lot of games that were on Super Nintendo and Genesis were a little bit better on Genesis for animation and stuff like Aladdin.
Yeah.
Aladdin was hand drawn animation by I think Disney artists.
That was
And
tight stuff, right?
that was the first.
Very nice.
That was the first video game with hand drawn frames.
I just looked it up. It was called Seaman.
That's
I'm not
even
kidding.
worse. It's
It's
even worse
a
than-
unique
Is there a
virtual
picture of
pet
that?
game for the Sega Dreamcast, not Genesis, where
Okay.
players raise bizarre fish with human faces,
Yeah.
talk to them using a microphone accessory, and help them evolve, famously narrated by Leonard Nimoy.
Of course.
Can you
What
pull up
the
an image of what they look like?
This
They look
reminds me of
crazy.
this reminds me of this game I heard of once. It was I can't remember which console it released on, but it was definitely one of the older ones. And the entire thing was you're supposed to drive, I think like 1,000 miles on a bus, and that's it. You just start like a driving simulator for 1,000 miles.
Oh, I heard of that. That's one of the
Yeah.
worst games of all time, or something like that.
Yeah, and they're like simulating real miles.
Yeah, it's like having
That's
a job.
And then the bus drifts
And you
left
can't
right,
press
so
pause,
you
right?
can't-
There's some like
yeah.
restrictions that
You
you,
can't
have to
pause
do.
it.
right?
Yes, just keep going.
And the bus drifts, so you have to keep steering to
That's
realign it.
weird.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah.
Kids today have it easy. They don't know what we went through with gaming in the early days.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
stick with Monster Hunter Wilds. I haven't played that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I was looking at Monster Hunter. I own one of them. I own Worlds, not Wilds. Monster Hunter Worlds. I was thinking, what's the big difference between these games? Because I enjoy them, but pretty much every Monster Hunter game I play feels exactly the same as the last.
I don't know. I've never played any of them.
Oh, why'd you bring it up?
Sheldon put it's a comment in the chat. That's how YouTube works, James.
Sheldon, reply.
That's funny.
What's the difference between these Monster Hunter games? Poor K.
Could also have been a typo, like you might have tried to type Worlds and it came out Wilds.
No, Wilds is a newer one, and I
It's a
thought about
thing.
buying it. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds.
All right, let me bring the conversation back to something relevant for a second.
That's not
'Cause I know
relevant?
it's going to get out of hand real quick anyway. So
Yeah. And I got a screen to share when you're ready, Frederick.
cool.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah.
ask a quick question to Charlie before I share the screen.
Okay.
Charlie, so now that the comic is completed, art-wise, like when do you think are you going to be doing like a crowdfunding campaign? What's the plan?
I don't know.
What's
I
the next
wanted
step for
to.
it?
I wanted to actually sit around and talk to you because I'm kind of iffy about what if I should just print it myself and just go.
Well, you should
You
do
know?
a crowdfund to at least get some money up front and gauge the print demand.
Yeah,
So
I
the
just
actual
wanted to print
demand-
like 1,000 real quick, and then put it out there. No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk
uh,
about it as well.
Talking about it.
Because if you're going with like a Pete Sameti's service, I know he maxes it out at 280. I think is his max print run because he's doing newsprint on his own machine, so he's limiting it a little bit. Here we have
also-
Wrangler's fish game, which is very
Yeah, I see this.
disturbing.
Yeah,
This is it, huh?
This is what I see every day in the studio, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" That's it.
It's so
Those
strange.
are, yeah, that exists, I guess.
Yeah,
It's in the
wait till you
same
see the
world we
face.
are.
It's awesome.
Who came up with this?
I don't know. Somebody must have been dropping some acid and goes, I got a great idea for a game.
I bet you they had an aquarium in the lobby of that game studio.
This was probably during the educational game period.
But what's educational about fish with faces, James?
It teaches you about aquatics.
I wonder if
Well,
there's
it's
any,
probably-
And as an added bonus, gives you nightmares.
And it's probably made for Germans. Germans love this shit.
that's how Ponyo.
Do they though?
They do. Go ask them.
It's weird, right?
See who the #1 consumer is of simulator games. Germans.
Sheldon says nothing really. I don't know what he's referring to. Tell Saboteur to put on Geyser, Fred. Yeah, if you want to earn Bitcoin, put it on Geyser.
Oh, okay.
Geyser.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did because my comic book is themed around Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of Bitcoiner friends who wanted to support the project. So I raised on a Bitcoin crowdfunding site,
Right.
half and on FundMyComics. So I did a bit of half and half.
That's cool.
Sheldon says, then he can bring it to your Bitcoin con. Yes, because Sheldon wants me to start a Bitcoin Comic Con, which will most likely happen.
Bitcoin.
And we got Mr. Tank Ferret in the show. How you doing, Tank?
Good.
Yeehaw.
How's everybody doing?
I
Great. How you doing, man?
was drinking
All right,
coffee.
All right.
That's how Ponyo started. I don't know what you're talking about, Sheldon, but here we go. Here we are.
In the fish tank.
Miyazaki film.
Hey, they should give it Will Smith's face so it looks like it's that movie Fishtail.
Will Smith is
Oh,
already
Jesus.
associated to a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
He's in the cult, man.
Dude, he used to be in Scientology for a while as well.
I was just
Okay.
working on a video on Scientology.
Oh, really?
You'll be seeing that tomorrow.
I've been watching a lot of their shit. So, yeah.
Prepare for some more shit.
Dude, I know so much about that cult. It's one of the most documented cults because all the higher level executives all quit and all started telling
Yeah.
their stories. So
Yeah.
it's super documented.
Is Tom Cruise still part of that?
Yep.
Yes. Yep. And it's a huge human trafficking cult as well. 'Cause
The slave.
they're bringing workers from country to country.
Oh,
They've
workers,
got
not
chil-
like sex workers.
Not sex workers. I don't know anything about it. I'm not saying there isn't, but I haven't heard
Right.
anything about that, luckily.
There's
But they've got a
like
lot of
Nexium
children, though.
levels
They've
or
got like
anything.
kids they've got kids working with power tools to rebuild real estate. So houses and homes and buildings that they purchase,
Yeah.
they have kids like actually rebuilding those physical buildings.
That's so weird.
Are you talking about Scientology or the fish we're seeing on the screen?
Scientology
Yes.
and that fish.
Everything's weird right now. All right, let me remove that fish here.
Tank, your mic sounds better.
I updated my codices for
Oh,
my
that's
audio.
a badass drawing you're working on, Tank.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, are you working on paper and pencil?
Yeah.
Are you really, Tank Ferret? Or
Yeah.
are you scamming me?
No, this is for real, not for play.
I haven't seen you draw on paper for forever.
Yeah, in fact, actually, I just sold this sucker right here.
Oh, really?
Wow,
Dope.
look at that. That's an image.
That's
I've
nice.
heard of these.
That's nice stuff.
Yeah, for Dr. Mask.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing him do the rounds on the YouTubes
Yeah.
and on the Twitters.
Yeah, I gave him a really good price, so I hope that he can flip it with a tier. You know, I'm suggesting to him that he flips it and includes a book, and if he uses it in the publication, then it actually increases its value. You probably get some more for it.
Yeah.
Because that's why I do this stuff, dude. Like, I want to see these guys succeed, and
Hell yeah.
I'm beating minimum wage. So as long as it's better than flipping burgers, I'm okay.
Yep.
My
It looks like you got
expenses-
some more detail in there from last night.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't touched it since the show. Yeah, I haven't touched it since the show. It's just been, that's just what I did. Oh, man, that's center. Weird. My camera got moved.
Who's the
That's King
muscly
Leek's,
lady?
That's King Leek's Neon Revenant.
Oh, Neon Revenant.
Yeah, she and her family were brutally murdered by mobsters, gunned down in broad daylight.
Oh,
And
I hate when that happens.
Oh.
she came back from the dead with superpowers to avenge their deaths. Hell hath no fury such as a mother's revenge. Yeah, it's cool. She's high powered.
Girl boss.
So why is she
Absolutely
bringing
not a girl boss, which is
why?
great.
Why is she bringing a knife to a gunfight?
Because it doesn't matter how much they shoot her, she's already dead. So she's gonna teach them that they shouldn't have brought a gun to a knife fight.
She's gonna show them.
That's right. They shouldn't have brought a gun to a knife fight. Silly humans.
Nice.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about flipping burgers, but Charlie's got a comic about flipping burgers. It seems.
That was nice.
I'm the king of segues.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
That's funny. But that is pretty funny, though.
You got all the right room for the title as well. Like this is.
Yeah, I got it.
Is that a giant in the background?
This is what he's kind of making. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what he's making. Back here.
Oh, he's making a Frankenstein giant or sorts.
Yeah, kind of. Did you get a chance to read the preview by chance?
No, I just skimmed it. I haven't sat down to read.
Yeah.
it.
Then you saw the the bad pages.
I thought they were great pages.
Jeez, makes me laugh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to reading bande dessinée, so that stuff is kind of normal in Europe, but it's risque in America, as
Yeah.
they say.
Right.
The English are very prude.
Yeah, I like the more prude stuff. Anyway, like I'm surprised you wouldn't know who Tim Vigil is.
I just haven't run across his stuff yet.
Wow. Well, I think he's super big in the indie scene, at least. Those good old timers.
Yeah. There's so many good, talented people in the space.
There really
It's
is.
crazy.
Yeah. Really is. I keep buying a bunch of like indie books too, and then I always look for like to see what everybody's doing, you know, and like how they're doing it with and like the stock of paper and stuff, and like trying to gather a bunch of ideas and stuff from their books, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's why I have this show, is to steal all their ideas and interrogate them. You know, that's what this is all about.
Yeah. It's like I have all the like all those Zipatone pages behind me, and then it's like,
oh yeah, look at that, man. That's beautiful.
but you can see
stuff.
how grungy some of the stuff gets from. I'm just like trying to clean off the eraser heads or like the ink head on
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it looks really cool when you like scratch out or add that like white out stuff inside here. Just adds more of that texture, and like it looks like the eraser burned here, so I hope that picks up a little bit. It's
So
like
how much?
crappiness.
Yeah. Do you do any cleanup digitally after the fact? Like, because obviously you can clean up the side of the panels. That's not an issue. You know, you just
The sides I'll probably clean up, but not on the inside. I won't.
you're gonna
I'll
leave it
as
at.
is.
Yeah. Cool.
As long as you can't see like some of my notes that are in here.
What, you write
like-
notes in your panels?
Yeah.
Like,
So like I wrote a note here where it's
let's buy milk tomorrow. Go pick up cigarettes, stuff like that.
No, just like simple stuff, you know.
Is that simple?
I thought that was simple. I like the dude on the right, like with this. He's got holding a pipe. I think the guy with the glasses on the extreme right.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Smoking. Yeah.
That's cool.
The little
Dude,
sheriff guy.
He just exudes personality. It's like you can tell his personality just by looking at him.
Yeah, the cocky sheriff in town. Yeah, there's like other things I might do digitally as well. Like I'm gonna add like in the newspaper that's coming out, there'll be like or like the missing billboard.
Yeah.
Like I'll add like I did a bunch of different headshots of like different people that have gone missing,
Oh, nice.
and then I'll add them into here, you know, digitally.
Sure.
And then in that preview that you saw, like I was taking I print out like the copy the way I want it. So if it says like USDA beef or something, I print it out and then I ink over top of it so it gets kind of jagged and looks like kind of crappy. And then I'll scan that back in and then add that on the sides of the buildings and stuff.
Right, to give it a natural kind of
like weathered look.
Reproduction damage and weathered look. Yeah,
right.
That's cool.
That's simple stuff like that. But yeah,
That's
like
cool.
I wanted to keep all the pages separate right now, and then I'm gonna scan them all together so that I make sure that I'm keeping it all the same DPI and the same scan method and levels, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's always a little bit of work when you scan and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do any more cleanup than that, really.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, keep doing it black and white keeps it simple as well. That's a smart thing. I'm not that smart, unfortunately.
But were you intending it to be color? Because you said it's gonna be the superhero book. So
Well, I asked myself the question, right? Because I knew the easy answer was black and white. Like, obviously, you're going to save a lot of steps. But I was like, no, this is a superhero comic. I kind of want to reach kids as well, because even though the initial market is just us online creators through crowdfunding, I knew that eventually I wanted to go to conferences and be able to sell this to, young, 10 years and up kind of.
Young manga readers read their black and white mangas.
Yeah, no, it's true, but like this is such a superhero story. It felt like a colorful story in my head. So I was like, nah, this is going to need to be in color. So it made more sense to me despite the extra work.
Yeah.
And I'm happy how it came out.
Yeah, it looks really good from what I've seen so far.
Thank you.
You I was about to ask and I just forgot. Well, what is your time limit, and like how long did it take you to produce the whole thing?
Oh my God, this is where it gets humiliating. So I've got the initial drawing I made of the character for the first time. It was December 13th, 2022. So we're about 3 years off the initial, hey, I have an idea for a character, right?
Okay,
So
right.
took about a year to write the story. And then I did an 8-pager. Well, I wrote a 20-page script, which I submitted to Anvil magazine. And he was like, whoa, this is way too much. And I was like, okay, well, I'll rewrite it. And I was like, never mind. I'll write a completely new story. I'll make it 8 pages. And so I put a kind of an 8-page story out in Anvil #3. But
so there was a first appearance somewhere.
There was a what?
A first appearance then? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not really, because it's his ancestors like hundreds of years before him.
Gotcha.
So it's more of like a nod to the fact that this story is going to be a little bit of a treasure hunt. Like there's going to be a link to his ancestors and stuff in future issues. So that's going to be a nod to it. And I think it might reprint these 8 pages in the 24-page comic. So I might add that as a supplemental, do a remastering of the colors probably. But yeah, so the initial 20-page script that I wrote, I worked from that, took the first 4 pages and turned that into the 24-page script. And so it went bigger, went smaller. I did a lot of editing around and rewriting. I went through about 6 drafts, like in total. And that's how I ended up with the final 24 pages that I got. And that includes even like editing after the fact that, just in the letter. So you can still edit in the lettering phase, right? You could do a limited amount of rewrites in the lettering phase, which gives you, there's room for different storytelling if you reword your word balloons and stuff. So, because there's some stuff that I had left out, and I got some criticism from my beta readers that I was able to fix with just changes in the lettering. So that was nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'll probably have to do that as well. Like, because I think that like, I don't know how people talk in the 70s. I know there's like different type of dialogue, like, I don't know if it's groovy or if it's like, whatever they say. So
yeah, I met
trying to look that kind of stuff up.
Dude, I think it was not in the 70s, but in the 80s. I was 11 years old.
Far out, man.
One of my friends' older brothers, or like a friend of a friend, and I remember seeing him, like he was on the phone.
Yeah.
And he was talking to his friends, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, groovy. I mean," so he was correcting himself all the time. Yeah, but he was forcing the word. Like he was saying, "Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean groovy." So he was always kind of trying to forcing the word groovy into all of his conversations. I thought that was the weirdest thing, man. But that still stuck with me.
Then you get to the 80s and it's totally tubular.
Tubular. I remember saying rad.
That was just on TV. I never heard anyone in real life use that word.
Neither have I, but I heard it on TV nonstop.
Yeah.
I remember bad.
Yeah,
that's so bad.
Yeah.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, but did people say that in real life?
Jackson.
James, did you hear it? People say that in real life or just on TV?
Not the Power Glove part, but the so bad part. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad.
That's so bad. Yeah.
And in the Mexican communities, we had a word which basically meant the same thing. I think it just meant it was cool in Spanish. It was machín. It's like, that's machín. But you'd still just speak English, but say machín.
Well, what I hear a lot now is clutch. People are saying, "Oh yeah, man, that's
clutch."
Yeah.
That one's been around for a while. I guess it's making a comeback. But cool is the king of all slang.
Well, yeah, cool is probably the most often used one. Yeah.
Yeah, multi-generational, that one.
Unless you go into Firefly, then it's shiny.
Yeah, like even in this panel here, I have her saying like, "These burgers are out of sight, man." Shit like that.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that one in forever.
Out of sight,
yeah. I was watching I've been watching those 70s movies, and then you'd hear the kids talking, and I'm trying to pull that like dialogue into it as well.
Sheldon says gay meant happy back then. What are you trying to say, Sheldon? What am I reading into this exactly?
Well, it's Christmas season, so I guess we should don we now our gay apparel. Like, no.
Clutch
No,
has been
thanks.
trying to happen for 20 years. Yeah, stop making Clutch happen. It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
what was that? Mean Girls? Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's
Yeah,
not going
fetch.
to happen.
But Clutch, I hear
Fetch?
that a lot in the gaming context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually heard shinies in the gaming context as well.
Shinies? What the hell is that?
That's
That's
not a black eye. When you get
No,
a
that's
shiner?
that's referring to like rewards in multiplayer games.
Oh, shinies. Okay, things that
Shinies?
glow and that shine light.
Oh, that's shiny. Yeah. I got
Yeah,
it.
kind of like that. It's like I gotta get my shinies.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of shinies.
Yeah, especially
What was that one
Ubisoft
thing that you
games.
guys were saying on one of the episodes you had, and it was like that French girl was saying a word really funny. God damn it! I
You
can't
have to
remember what it
draw
is now.
fuckus.
Yeah, fuck us. That's
Okay,
it.
okay. Let me bring her up since we're talking about her.
That was
Oh, I
like
need
the
to
best
get
thing
me a
I've seen in a
French
while.
woman.
Yeah, I gotta find her because everything's changed with. Okay, here we go.
So Mignola sticks Hellboy in front of the window for a nice bit of negative space. He leaves out some colored lines to hint at the shape of a window, had some very interesting background details, and covered everything else in black. This is, of course, not the only way to draw focus to the stage.
But it's the
love
way I
Yeah,
like
usually
it.
we leave that to Milo Manara.
I don't know who that is, but I approve.
So how do you guys draw focus to the stage?
Usually with eggplants and
I
peaches.
love that.
Yeah, she's great. I always felt bad because I didn't want to make fun of her. She looks like such a nice person.
How do you
Isn't
know?
she in the comics industry too? Right? She's like a illustrator.
It could be. I don't
We
know.
found her
Oh, so
YouTube
she's
channel at one
bored.
point.
Right. Well, you know, that's an ancient Chinese saying. If you want to get rid of a man's paycheck, bring him to the comic book store. And if you want to keep him poor for life, teach him how to draw comics.
That's true.
And if you want his life to be shorter, teach him how to draw manga.
Sheldon says, gay is a way hetero men make fun of each other now, which sounds kind of gay if you ask me.
No, that's fag. Fag is how we've been doing it for years.
No, those are cigarettes, aren't they?
It's multi-use.
In Europe, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All this talk is pretty queer.
Yeah, her name is Elsa Chartier, I think.
Of course
Yeah.
well,
it is.
there you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I
nice.
remember seeing her as somewhere.
She's hot.
Of course, if you watch her past episodes, you probably know of this beautiful lady.
Sunshine down, so come to town, set your body free. Hold me tight, my love tonight. Tell me you believe. Everybody, summertime.
We
I used to love that song actually when I was a kid.
I still love that song.
I can't
Yeah.
believe I never heard it until this show.
Yeah, I don't think I heard it as a kid.
And then there's like another band that was out around then, like Bananarama.
I remember
heard-
Bananarama.
Yeah, I've heard that
And
name.
those girls look really good still for being in their 60s.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like she did a little bit of work, but she still looks good. Like, I
They
got
really
a
good,
modern, I got a modern version of her here.
I'm ready, Sabrina.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
I gotta admit, I think she should have stuck with the black hair.
I prefer her accent when she was younger. You know, she had a
Yeah,
thick-
she didn't say the words as well, and they sounded better.
yeah. But she's got that. She's still got that charm. I'll give her that.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No argument from me on that.
Ah, yes.
Thanks for getting it.
You
song
still
stuck
have
in my
that
head.
compilation clip version of her, Frederick?
Of course I do. What kind of a question is that, Wrangler?
We should
let
make
me-
a comic book about her.
Well, now you say that. Where's
Yeah.
the? Okay, I got Sabrina Mix 1 and Sabrina Mix 2.
Nice.
Yeah, she can eat all the crackers she wants.
Burned in my
Women get away with everything.
They can, yeah. For sure.
Unless they got a redneck husband, then they can't get away with jack shit.
Is that the secret? You got to be a
It's-
redneck.
Yeah, well, he's not afraid to beat her.
Wow.
He's a legal lizard. He's seen these cases.
I've seen them all.
He knows things.
He can't get away with much either, but neither is she.
So, Frederick, do you think your next issue is going to be faster to process now that you got everything?
God, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, the script is already written, so
Right.
and the first one's not out, so that's a good thing. And you know, I've got outlines for future issues, so it's not like I'm going to be starting from scratch.
Yeah.
But the next issue is going to be a little bit more pages.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there's no more character design. There's not as much character design. Also,
Right.
when I started the first one, I wanted to get as many illustrations done under my belt because I had been like years without drawing, like almost
Oh, yeah,
decades
same.
without doing comic books.
Wow.
So I was mostly worried about the inking because you can still draw, you can still pencil. It's like learning to draw a bicycle, but inking's a little bit different because it's muscle memory. Your muscle has to wake up. Like the more you ink, the more your ink starts to flow. Like you start
Yeah.
getting, more
That's really
flowy
good.
lines.
Whatever happened to that clip? Oh, you made me ink.
I don't know if they still have that one. I think we took it out. Sheldon says, sorry, redneck ladies that watch this show.
Is he apologizing to Gretchen Wilson?
I prefer the term Appalachian American myself.
You always were politically correct, James. So yeah, I think the second one's going to go faster. And instead of a kung fu fight, it's like it's a car chase.
Yeah.
So a battle in the tunnels of Montreal on the roads. So it's going to be interesting and different. So
That's
I'm
really
looking
cool.
forward. Yeah.
Oh, you're probably going to have fun with all the different tunnel perspectives then.
Yeah, and I've lived in Montreal, so I'm familiar with all the locations as well. So that's a nice touch. I'm going to bring the Montreal Underground into the story, the literal
wow.
underground.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
there's like you
Where
could
the
spend
hobos are.
no, there's shopping malls underground.
Oh, okay. Sexier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Montreal has a whole part of the city that's completely underground. You can
So just the hose without the bows.
well, you have complete. You could go from one shopping mall to the other. You can get into the metro system. I lived right next to one of the entrances to the underground for like about a year. So yeah, it's a really cool place. Like Montreal's a perfect setting, man, for a comic book story. I don't know why no one's thought of it before, but I'm glad they have it.
Well, they
There
film
you
all
go.
our movies there, so it's already
Yep.
we already have it everywhere. You know.
Yep, it's kind of the Hollywood of Quebec, of Canada. I mean that and Toronto.
I've only been there once to, of course, Grand Canyon, right?
No, Grand Canyon's not in Montreal, Saboteur.
Or, wait, where's that?
Arizona.
No, it's no. Did I say the Grand Canyon? I'm sorry.
Yes.
You did.
Oh Jesus.
Just a bit outside.
that waterfall thing. That waterfall thing.
Oh, the
Oh,
Great
the-
Wall of China.
No, you
That's the
mean
one.
the Niagara Falls.
The Niagara Falls. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
in.
whoa, we
No,
can't say
no,
that
no.
word.
Niagara is the little blue pill.
Yeah, no, Niagara Falls is not in Montreal, but you can get there in a few hours, I think. I've never been to Niagara Falls. Yeah,
Really?
that's right, Sheldon. Yeah, I've never been. I'd love to go though. It sounds like a lot of fun.
I remember it was pretty
They got a
impressive.
power station down there.
Yeah, the
Nikola
best when you
Tesla-
take a little boat and you go up close to the water and you hope to God that you don't sink. To the front of the boat's getting in the water.
Yeah, because it's the biggest waterfall in America, right?
Yeah. Here's
Yeah,
It's
where's
the
all-
largest
example of,
waterfall by volume in the world.
By
Yeah.
volume.
By volume.
Can you turn down the volume, or you have to?
Nah, it's
No.
come on now. It's Canadian and American. There's no turning down the volume.
Right.
Just turn that up.
There's a lot of
Here's a good
ACDC
example
happening
of,
down there. Yeah.
Here's a good
Didn't
example
they
of shitty
officially
eats.
make it against the law to go over it in a barrel?
Oh yeah,
Because so many
yeah. No,
people tried
you're
it.
absolutely not allowed to go over, and any going over the Niagara Falls kind of stunt has to go through so many checks and balances now.
Yeah. Everything fun is illegal now.
Everybody
fun
sues
allowed.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's why we're here, man. On the internet.
To sue everybody.
Yes.
To complain mostly.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I fought in the meme wars. I was a shit poster.
Dude, I wanted that meme war veteran cap. I thought that was the coolest thing. Fought in the meme wars with your father.
We shared dank memes all weekend.
Remember when people get in arguments online and they called it flame wars? I don't hear that term used anymore.
They're
Yeah,
flaming.
that was in the forums, right? That's a forum term.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Quit
when
flaming, okay?
when I do a channel raid on somebody, I tell them to drop a bunch of fire emojis so we can have a flame war.
Yeah.
Sheldon
Nobody
says my
gets it,
great grandfather's barrel making business went under after that Niagara stunt.
Literally or figuratively, Sheldon? Yeah.
Well, what a world, boys. What a world.
Are you going to be coloring that cover there, Charlie?
Yeah, I will.
because
I'm going to attempt to color again. But I'm going to color like the 70s style where it looks like flats, really. I'm not going to try to get too crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Flats look great. I mean, when the line work's good, flats just, make your line work pop.
Yeah, I think if I just leave it that way, like it's like actually, I want to do it like where it's off register also a little bit. So it looks like it's actually printed in the 70s.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like,
is that where it's got like the dots for shading and stuff?
No, it's got like a thin line, like where the printer head moved slightly. So like you'll have like a red around like somebody's eyeball, like it's just
Oh,
off.
gotcha.
It's like you take your colors and you move them a couple of millimeters to the side.
Yeah, you just do a 4-color separation and just fudge it just a little.
Break out the
Tap a couple of
micrometer to
channels.
make sure it's within tolerance. And
Oh, yeah, you could do your own color separation and then tweak that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did an ad in I think Cosmic Lion for this book, and I did that where I did the little shift once, and it looked pretty good with the Zipatone where it has 1-inch red channel that kind of moved.
Now, I'm
So it's kinda
ashamed to
shitty.
ask this because I've been around you guys so much. I should already know this. What exactly is Zipatone?
It's this stuff here.
Okay,
that looks
so
like
we
it's
lost Wrangler. He's not going to be part of the show anymore. There's limits to cross, and
Can only take so much gay.
You can't
So
cross
this
those lines.
Is it like
gray tone that you
acetone?
No, it's a transfer paper. So you've
Yeah,
got
it's
like a
transfer.
pattern. Usually you have like a pattern on and stuff like the old school Ninja Turtles comic. That was all Zipatoned, all the shading on it.
That's dual tone, right? That's actually
All the little
Yeah.
dots. So
Yeah.
if you look
Yeah.
at his all the areas on his page that are gray, it's actually a sticker sheet with the little dots on it that make it look
Yeah.
gray.
Ah,
That's the Zipatone. The Zipatone is the actual sticker sheet. You have to get them from Japan, so you have to speak Japanese and go through kung fu battles. I think that's how it goes, right, Charlie?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
you know what?
Like
That's better than having to pick something up at town hall, I guess. I honestly thought it was some kind of chemical you were using to like maybe smear the ink in a specific way or something. This is the whole thing that came up in my head when I kept hearing people say Zipatone. I
no, it's
don't
just
know
the dot
why.
pattern. It's just the dot pattern. And I think with the older books, they actually had paper that you could just get wet, and then you could like reveal the tone behind it, the dual tone stuff. I can't find it anywhere, but I always look on eBay for it.
My artistic talent never went beyond a coloring book.
There's some badass coloring books out there.
Yeah.
Funniest ones are the Star Wars coloring books where they have stormtroopers, which are just black and white.
right.
Just leave them alone.
And Darth Vader. It's like, what am I supposed to color? God damn it.
Sheldon.
Star Wars, you ruined everything. Even coloring books. Sheldon says, Charlie had to go through twice the amount of kung fu tournaments since he's only half Asian. Yeah, clearly.
Okay.
That's
I
why
like
he can only
these.
get half the Zipatone.
It's like you got to go through it again if you want the other half of the sheet.
You know, it's funny too. I wanted to get that gradient Zipatone that you used on your page.
Yes. Yeah.
And I decided not to just because I've already used that one the whole time in this book, so I can't just all of a sudden go break out a gradient, you know?
Keep it for the sequel, man.
Yeah. I was like, God damn. I was like, I really want to use that.
Oh, dude, you could have a page at the end of your book. Next issue, gradient Zipatones.
Nice.
It's like a preview, you know?
I wish I could show you the
People on
little
the edge of
preview
this.
that I have right now. It's kind of funny, but I could actually do it there, you know? Because I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
made like little ads in the book. I can show this one.
All
I think, on your
fake
screen.
ads?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
like
cool.
this is for like the fake newspaper that's in town. But this is like the town, what's available in the town, right? So they have, of course, the super adult store and the motel This is like caverns that they're actually talking about in the whole book, and this is Tommy's burger joint.
Oh,
And then I have like the wild ginseng and all those different types of ads, to get, men's things working that you see in the 70s ads.
that's funny.
Yeah,
All
stuff
you're
like
missing
that.
is X-ray specs and the sea monkeys.
That's coming the next issue.
Next issue, folks. You heard it here first.
I was going more for the smut side of it, since it's supposed to be like that, like the grindhouse crap, where you might have got this in the theater.
You don't have to find excuses for being a pervert, Charlie. You can just own it. You
I like
know what
that.
mean?
Yeah, no.
You're on the Sabrina channel. You got to remember that.
What are you doing in here?
Well, don't stare.
I've never seen that.
None of us had ever seen that before I came across that.
Was that Sarah Connor?
Yes,
Hmm.
that's what she was trying to save us from.
I want to see that big-eyed dude try and protect her from the Terminator.
Ah, that's some freaky shit, man. Let's tune into Tank and see where Tank is at. How you doing, man? Oh, you got the hair filled in now.
Yeah, working on the hair.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very Gina Carano.
Yeah, well, she was one of the models that was handed to me for this.
Hmm.
Gina was handed to you?
Yep.
Wow.
And I did her right.
Some people have all the perks.
She's a happy woman.
Some people get all the luck and opportunities. I'm telling you.
Some folks have all the luck.
That song was in my head too as soon as you said that.
I don't even know what that is.
Dee-doo, 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 dee-doo.
When I'm drawing this, and you're all gonna hate me for this, but like every time I look at these fucking pieces, you know what I'm gonna say, right?
Uh-oh. What?
Because this is a turnaround, right?
Yeah.
Turn around.
You see,
Every now and then.
you don't even need to say more than that. That's it. You're done. Every now and then I fall apart.
Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you more than ever.
It's like
Every now and then we look at art.
Are you in
At least
Detroit?
that's the word we're gonna call this shit.
Do we
Why
want
the
black
hell
or
are
white or
you
colored?
watching? Don't you
Wranglers?
have a life? Go outside and touch a little grass, little grass.
Wrangler's gonna go and do a Suno parody there.
Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe and hit the like, subscribe and hit the like. Sorry, it was there.
Totally stream
I knew
art.
what kind of worms I was opening when I just mentioned the word. That's why I was avoiding it. We're just drawing these turnarounds. I'm just trying to keep the song out of my head all day long. I'm like,
Yeah, and you know me, I'm always on people's asses, especially like creators and artists and stuff. I'm like, so yeah, where's your turnarounds?
dude, I didn't have a turnaround for the whole first issue.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah, I
I
don't
remember,
either.
I remember, I grabbed out the riding crop and a saddle, and I started writing you about it. It's like, come on, dude, come on.
Yeah.
But I'm drawing my thing, and that's what every fucking creator says, dude. Oh, but I'm drawing it. Yeah, so you're that good, huh?
Or I could make Sabrina turn around. Watch.
Yes.
And I made a couple of mistakes as well, so it would have been worth doing a turnaround.
Right?
Just saying. Sheldon says, ain't no grass around here for another few months, right?
It's true.
It's
Yeah,
snow
that's
over
true.
here. Everything's white except for the black people. That's the way it is now. We got Wakanda living here.
Forever.
where was I going with this? Yeah, so I'm going to be doing the turnarounds for the issue 2 tank. So you're going to be proud
Hell
of me.
yeah.
You're going to be happy.
Well, that'll inspire me to do some more fan art.
Well, that's cool. And so this is going to sound irrelevant, but I'm going to bring it back to something relevant. I got to playing Bayonetta the game, which led me to get the art books on PDF in a totally legal fashion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
on the up and up.
So Bayonetta was designed by a woman, which is,
Yep.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I am.
No, it's a good thing.
Get your mind out of the gutter, folks. But the thing is,
gives the SJWs less ammo.
She did so many versions of her clothing. Like she has, like if you look at the art book, there's hundreds of drawings of her in different garments, different outfits, different styles. It inspired me, especially seeing the way Charlie was doing his blue line stuff, like scanning his penciled and pencil art and then printing it out blue line. I'm like, I just need to get like basic drawings of these main characters and then print out a bunch of blue lines and I can just do all variants of clothing.
Yeah.
And just get like a bunch of variations going for the future. That's what I wanted to say. Now,
Hell yeah.
The one you're drawing now is the Russian girl, right?
Yeah, so this is Razum. She's a girl who was kind of bred in captivity. Her parents were selected and bred in a breeding program to create psychic spies, right, for the regime,
right,
for the old Soviet regime. But she was born at the time that this whole thing was falling apart. So she was kind of brought underground, and the program was kept alive through dark money, and she was eventually sold to Bankman, the evil overlord of my comic book. And so both her and the Black Medusa lady are both kind of henchmen under Bankman's tutelage. Is that the right word, tutelage?
Yeah.
They both work for him is what I'm trying to say. And they're kind of formed a sisterhood together, even though they have very different origins. She's like a Russian psychic spy, whereas Black Medusa is a voodoo priestess from Haiti. So she came in from Haiti, probably came through New Orleans,
Ohio.
And, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah,
it does. You got to look at where they were like relocated, right?
Yeah, and so they both come into. She doesn't even need to go through New Orleans. She could have gone through Canada. I'm still writing the backstory as we speak. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing maybe a standalone book with both of these ladies' backstory. I was telling Wrangler about that earlier. It's fun, man. So was this your first time writing, Charlie?
Yeah. It's first time writing and just doing everything myself.
So what was that experience like, writing?
Oh my god, dude! I can't spell. It saved my life. And so, just sitting here trying to like, I actually did it where you've seen this little Bible that I have, right? That I laid everything out in.
I haven't seen it yet, no.
And this is like how I did all my like, how the panels were all going to be. And so you can tell, you can see how I'm just writing everything out, and then I can like justify if there's going to be a jump here or there, right? And then so I can move. And so I had to keep everything down to this 32-page template.
Right.
To ensure that I would never, break the rule, and to end at the exact moment I wanted to.
Of course.
So when I was writing, I just wrote the way I'd write. But then now I have to go back into, like, I don't have any script or anything. It's just, this is all I have. And so now I'm going back to really think about how, like, a person talks, and like if it's the two younger girls, the younger girls will talk differently than the Tommy would, and things like that. But I have the basic outline. That's it. Yeah,
that's all you need. I mean, you're working pretty much the same way Mike Barron works. I don't know if you're familiar with Mike.
I know the name. I'm not familiar with him.
Well, he did a lot of Punisher work. He's in the indie space now a lot. He's got a lot of crowdfunded books that he does. And he works, he's a traditional writer. He's not an artist. So
Okay.
He's a writer, but he writes the same way that you do. He does kind of like thumbnail sketches on a page, like you do, and then he writes where the dialogue balloons would be, and that's his way of putting his scripts together.
Yeah, this is the easiest way for me to concept that, like, and like if it worked or not, and if I would actually enjoy reading the book, And I think too, like, when some of these pages, I actually just went straight from this loose sketch and then, blew it up, scanned it, blew it up, and went straight for it.
Oh, did you literally go from your sketch and did you do a blue line print or something?
So I blue line printed it, and then I'd pencil this and get it as fine as I could, and then do that. Scan that blue line and then ink over that.
Yeah.
So the pages actually have some of this crap behind it. You can see.
Of course,
and
that's cool.
Some of these other ones are more refined than. At the time, I was like, well, I can't spend a week doing a page, so I'd like try to hustle through the damn page as quickly as I could, and that's why you'll see like a lot of the backgrounds and crap look like shit, because I was trying to hurry through it, and then I started to tell myself I have nothing to rush for, I should be making it as good as I can. But in the first few, you'll see that like it starts to like get better because I start to slow down.
Yeah, that's freaking cool, man. And I wrote my first couple of drafts as a script in text form on the computer.
Yeah.
But like I could not get my third draft. Like I was trying to fix up my second draft into a third draft, and I could not make it happen. Like I was blocked. I had to go to the same form that you did. I had to go in and draw the pages out, and that was what kind of blocked me or got me going again.
Reopened it up, yeah.
Yeah.
I think like what you just said too is like I didn't know what the ending was going to be like, because I don't want this book to be cliche as hell. Like I don't want this to be like a slasher. Like I hate slashers, right? And I think in the original pages that you might have seen, like it starts to look like a slasher, but it's not intended to be that way. Down the road, after I started thinking about the story, and so I'm more excited now. Like I couldn't figure out how to get past the issue 1 and move the story, keep moving the story along without actually concepting what's happening to the characters behind the scenes and the whole backgrounds, and like what you were just saying a minute ago about exploring the story inside the characters themselves.
Yeah. When you know the characters
really
better. Yeah, because the more you understand and get to know the characters, the more that they're the ones that advance the plot. It's not.
Sure.
At the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm going to write a plot, and then I'm going to put the characters, and they're going to do what I need them to do.
That's how I did too.
But then it flips. Once you get to know the characters really well, they start driving the plot instead of you forcing it on them.
Yeah, that's what made it fun again. It's like thinking that way, and I actually got the ending of the book now in my head, so I'm excited to like really get to that point.
The ending of you mean the whole series?
Of the whole series, yeah. So now I have the beginning. I don't have any middle. I just have the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
So now I'm just doing the filler to that point.
And how many books do you think it's going to be?
I'm guessing 4.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm plot for, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. It can vary a little bit, but at least you got a ballpark figure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be stuck on a horror book the entire time. I want to do other things. Like, I keep kicking myself in the ass because, like, I want to work on something else. But then as soon as I start thinking that way, I forget about this. So I need to concentrate only on this.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Because I know how I am, man. I'll just go off and just forget about this completely.
No, I get it. Like it's easy to fall in love with something new as an artist. You get a new idea, a new project, and then because it's way easier to start something than it is to finish it.
Yeah.
And novelty is always, you got more dopamine with novelty than you do with completing something. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Did you ever see the that Blood Force his Discord by chance?
No, I have not.
And he's got like a ash can challenge there, and a bunch of guys were like doing the ash can challenge of making their own like parody or satire book.
Image book satire,
so-
you mean?
Yeah. So I started doing that as well, and I was like, I gotta stop now. Because I was like,
how did those gain the name Ashcan? What gave it the label?
The reason why they're
don't
called
know.
ash cans is because they were cheap and disposable promotional items usually sent out to printers, publishers, distributors, whomever you needed to communicate to about what the how this was going to look, but in a lo-fi format, right? And they are called ash cans because when you were done reading them, you burnt them in your ash can.
Huh.
Is that how Eric Larson's house went on fire?
Oh, dude, I really can't stand that guy, but man, that's a sad story.
That's sad,
Yeah,
right?
it's a sad story.
Yeah, and I hate that guy. He can go fuck himself.
Yeah, I know. Like his politics and all that, I disagree.
He's
but
an
dude,
insufferable prick.
the Spider-Man series he was doing back then was the best work of his life. The Sinister Six. I still have a couple of issues of that series. It's so good.
It's so
good.
sad that he evolved to become Temu Kirby.
Yeah. I never got into the Savage Dragon though. I could not.
Dude, the
buy
dragon
him.
was awesome in the original, like the very original, before it started getting kind of weird.
Yeah, then he got all white guilt woke nonsense.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, you know what? We get it. You're an idiot.
He loves comics though. Like he's very he's got a good work ethic. I'll give him that.
Yeah. I used to talk to him. I was trying to get him to come into the Cartoon Art Museum when I worked there as a volunteer in San Francisco. And I was trying to get Eric and a lot of the image guys to come in to do like a kind of like a Image United thing, like back in the early 2000s. Yeah, but that never panned through. He was really nice that time.
Whereabouts in the Bay Area?
Where was it? It was in the Mission.
In Mission? Okay. I've never been there.
The
I grew
Cartoon
up
Art
in the Bay
Museum
Area.
is right on Montgomery Street, I believe now.
Holy
They have a new
shit.
building. Yeah, they
There's
have a new building.
There's a museum in San Francisco that I haven't been to, and I grew up there.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I've been to the Academy of Fine Arts and Tea Garden and all that stuff. I can't even tell you how many times, dude. So many times.
Yeah, the cool thing about that museum was like, I just was a volunteer, right? And they have a vault in there with like all this original art that, they use it to like, change out the displays and stuff.
Right.
But we were at the time, we were just working on the Peanuts book and the Charles Schultz stuff. And he donated fucking art. And this is like the original Peanuts.
Yeah, I will see. Speaking of Charles Schultz, I was born in Santa Rosa, California.
Yeah. Okay.
So speaking of Charles Schultz, yeah.
he gave a shitload of money to the museum and a lot of those pieces as well. And so like we were scanning those pieces in to get ready for the Peanuts books, I guess, that came out.
Yeah.
But I never saw any of the original art before, and the Peanuts books, like they were really cute. They had the big ass heads and like the strips were really big. And I think that at the time the lady was like, I was like, how much is a piece like one of these strips, right? Upward to $100,000 a piece at the time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But we had this exhibit coming in. This is a funny story that I love telling because it's so stupid. But while we were scanning in those Peanuts pages, the curator of the museum, I'll say this pretty blankly because she was just an idiot. But she came over to me and told me to stop scanning the pages because the pages would get damaged from the light. And I said, okay, like how else do I don't have a camera set up to take a photograph of this, right? And she said, just take it to the copy machine and make a copy of it, and then we'll use
Oh
it.
my God.
I am not shitting.
Tell
Dude,
me you
I
are
just lost like 3 points of IQ.
Tell me you're retarded without telling me you're retarded.
Yeah, dude.
Here's the best thing after that. So she goes, I don't want you guys to ever handle the art with your bare hands, right?
Fair enough.
And Chris Ware, if you know who he is, had this
Yes.
humongous fucking drawing that she grabbed off the table. I mean, it wasn't framed or anything. And she just grabbed it off the table. And she goes, I don't want to ever see you guys handling something with your bare hands. And she drops it. And it hits the corner on the ground and cranks all the way in. And she picks it up and throws it on the table and starts to smear out the corner and smears the artwork down here.
Oh,
and she's
my
like
God.
panicking. She's like, what are we doing? Chris Ware is going to notice. She's like, we're going to have to frame this and hide the corner. But yeah, I left after that.
I'm going to tell him.
I was like, I'm not going to.
I'm not surprised. And besides, actually, how would they prefer to handle those pieces? Because I collect old school books, and some of them are really old with really soft pages. And the standard is just wash your hands really good and be careful.
Use nitrile gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those white gloves, right?
Yeah, use like nitrile gloves. They're non-latex, non-static. That's what they. Or you use. I forget the material, but they are made of a cloth material, but it's a synthetic cloth.
Yeah. They don't museums. At least for. But the modern day standard is bare hands because, unfortunately, over the decades of using gloves, found out it's very easy to destroy old school books with gloves on compared to bare hands.
Well, that's why they have this special. I forget what it is. It's like a polyester kind of blend that they use, and it's now granted the biggest danger there is dropping it because it is kind of hard to hold on to them because
I was gonna say
they do like interact to a very minimal degree.
You have better control with your bare hands.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what I've picked up from a lot of the other collectors is clean your hands, go bare. Not only that, but a lot of those gloves that say they're static, there's particular particles that it'll pick up off the ground that you won't be able to see with your eyes. I've been collecting for a little while. It's an interesting hobby, but one thing that I've noticed is there are standards, but they're not real. A lot of them really aren't tested for a long time. So just because they're standard doesn't always mean they're the best way of doing it.
Yeah, I like the British Royal Museum has some of the best handling stuff, and I would probably go by them or the Smithsonian because they actually give a shit. That's who you want to take the advice from. People who actually give a shit. These a lot of these smaller museums, dude, they don't care. To them, it's a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
It's and it allows them to get free money.
Yeah.
And so they're not actually in for the preservation.
Oh, most of them aren't. Yeah. I know I'm the fellas know here. There's always a handful of books I'm constantly looking for. There's this one book where there was only 1,000 of them printed in like the year 1940. And that's like my number one collected book right now. And I don't really think I found any that are like owned by actual museums. Most of them are private collectors and such.
What book is it?
I'm not telling. There's only 1,000 of them.
Well, how
Nice
do I
try.
find it then?
Nice try, Charlie.
Nice.
I know,
They
right?
belong to private collectors.
They belong in a museum.
My
So-
personal museum.
Funny thing is, what you were saying earlier, Tank, like not knowing there was a museum in your own city. I just learned there's a bande dessinée museum like in my own city now. I have to go visit it.
One of the things I love about San Francisco is I keep telling folks, I'm like, if you're gonna go there, you could stay there for a week and go take in like some major cultural type of thing, like a museum or a cultural hotspot and stuff like that. You could stay there for a whole week and not even get like half of that shit done. There's so much history.
There's so much to do there too, man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like one of the best cities. I think it is the best city in the world.
But same. I agree. It's my favorite. And
I don't know, man.
Chinatown is the best.
Oh,
is the
yeah.
best Chinese food in the world.
I don't know. We
Yep.
got a Midgetville down here, so I'm just talking.
See, I'd go to this little bar in Chinatown that was like, that part of like Big Trouble Little China.
Yeah.
Love
Dude,
that.
I used to walk by there on the way to school every day.
Yeah, dude. And it was like my favorite thing to go to, like just hang out, get drunk as hell in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I lived up on Polk Street, so I just
Okay.
scoot on over to the down there before I ended up moving away from San Francisco permanently.
Yeah, it's so expensive, dude. I mean, it was pricey when I lived there in the. I lived there 2 different locations in my life. When I was really little, we lived in the ghetto part of the Richmond district.
Oh, dude, I love Richmond. That's my favorite part of town. That's where I live.
Right? No, it's great. And then when I was a little older, we lived in the Sunset District, which was really nice.
Sunset was sick.
Dude, I mean, that place is posh. I love it. I mean, we were in the nicest area, but we weren't in the worst area of it. But then again, there's really no bad area of the Sunset District.
No. Richmond was actually pretty nice, too. Like, depending, like, if you were in, I was in way lower Richmond.
Okay.
But I lived all over San Francisco, like Haight Street and, the Van Ness, all over. My favorite was living in Tenderloin. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, last time I was there, the FAO Schwartz was gone, and I was so sad.
Yeah. Last time I left in 2013, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I moved away in '94, and I've only come back to visit a couple of times.
Yeah. I went to college there for a minute. I went to the Academy of Art. When it was not accredited, when it was a college.
Yeah. When it was just, you went there because that's where you got good skills.
Dude, everybody that actually made it through that school is working in the best jobs in the world.
Yeah. I had an opportunity. I had a partial scholarship. Mm-hmm. And my mom was like, "No, you're not going to go live, with this other family." And they were like cool with it. They were like, "Hell yeah, no, we got it." But my mom was just like, she was not letting go of the reins. And that was a major falling out between the two of us. I was just like, wow, that's fucked. So I went to, I love it. I love it. I've watched it go downhill.
That's what I keep seeing, and it's unfortunate. Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, the Tenderloin now, which Tenderloin has always been that way. But, it's just like, it's sad to see the whole city kind of like that. I'm sure it's not the whole city, but, downtown area.
Yeah. I'm going to take a break from this for a second. I'm going to go get me grab myself some, go stretch my legs for a minute.
What gives you the right to take a break, Tank? What are you talking about?
I'm getting closer and closer to being done with the pencils on this. All right, I'm going to mute myself and walk away.
Yeah, I use the restroom quick.
Yeah.
Mute the mic, walk away. Mute the mic, walk away.
Yeah, we're probably going to end up closing the show when they come back. I mean, we're already an hour past, closing.
Is it an hour past? Wow.
Yeah, we're coming up on 11, but the conversation kept flowing so good.
Well,
It's
that's the thing. You don't stop the show when things are rolling like that. It's too good. We got people with a lot of history, a lot of knowledge, a lot of love for the medium.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
By the way, I'm playing Monster Hunter Worlds.
Oh, let's blow it up. Let's see that.
This is like a beginning mission. You already missed where I hunted a monster for about 20 minutes, so now we're just walking.
It's a walking simulator. It's so funny, man, because I was really getting into Tomb Raider and watched a whole documentary last night. And Charlie was working on Tomb Raider as part of one of his jobs. So it was just hilarious. He was actually working with the guy who invented Lara Croft. Lara Croft.
All right, nice.
Yeah, Toby something or other. And yeah, it's a fascinating story, man. They got a really big success with the first one. And when you get a success that's so big, you lose control of the project because it's so big. Everyone's putting their hand in the pot. And they were overworked. They were like worked to death.
Mm-hmm.
So the two main developers did not want to do a sequel or a remaster or a port, I should say. So they kind of wanted to do something else and start from scratch. And they ended up leaving the company a few months later than that. But the company kept on doing worse and worse sequels to
Wow.
I mean, they were making millions each time. Like even a bad Tomb Raider was making like 1.2 million, right? So they were bringing in the money, but the quality was dropping every time until they got to the PS2 Tomb Raider. I forget the title, but it was so bad. Like the controls were terrible. And that's the one that killed. Yeah, that killed the franchise for Core. Core was the company that developed it. And that's when the franchise died, if you will, for the first time. And then eventually the IP was given to Crystal Dynamics, and they're the ones that kind of brought it back to life, and they still have it to this day. I'm playing a reboot from 2013 by Crystal Dynamics, which is a lot of fun. I'm having a good time.
Nice.
I paid $10 for 3 games for the trilogy. So
2013. That's the one where they had like hardcore deaths, right?
Yes, it's got hardcore deaths. She's not a Tomb Raider yet. She even has a line that says, "Ooh, I hate tombs." So she's basically forced to survive on an island, and this is where she learns her skill. So it's a kind of a prequel, or it's fun because it's got the story arc. Like you see her evolve throughout the story, which I think is nice. But there's way too much shooting. Like it's way too shooty, and the shooting mechanics are not great.
Not the best,
but it's still a fun game. Like it's a lot of fun. The story's all right. They're stuck on an island that has evil spirits, and they can't leave the island because the storms will destroy all airplanes, all ships that get near the island get destroyed by storms because of a spirit, a sort of goddess or something.
I hate it when that happens.
Right? So the story's nice. There's a lack of tombs. There's just a handful of tombs, and they're not main quest. And they're side quests, and they're very, very short. So that's the main complaint people have. But it's still a lot of fun. Game mechanics are pretty good. Visuals are excellent. Visuals are great.
Yeah, I remember taking a look at it. That's back when like they were first really getting into hair design. And then like, oh, look at her hair, man.
That's what everybody says. Like the hair's great. Oh my god, the hair is great. I mean, if you want them, they're like $10 for 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I would not get the third one though. I did a bit of research after buying it. So 2013 and the Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider is everybody's favorite Tomb Raider. So it's the sequel to the 2013. So you got everything good that 2013 did. The Rise of the Tomb Raider does better. They have more tombs. So they just do everything a little bit better. So it's kind of the more refined version. And the one that comes after that, they give to another company, and it's not as good. It's got a lot of problems. So you might want to skip that one.
Right now I am hunting a monster, not any of those. Oh shit, he just ate that one whole.
Damn.
Okay, well, he's not our problem. Yeah. Maybe. You can find like footprints of different monsters in the areas.
Oh, really?
It-
You can do
it's-
tracking and stuff?
Yeah. This one though, I think is shit, he's right on my ass. He wants to fight.
He wants to eat you alive.
Yeah, but we're headed towards another big monster too, so they might duke it out, hopefully.
And you'll take the spoils.
Yeah, there's the other big monster right there. Hopefully they'll fight. Looks like he's trying to fight him. But we're not after either of those. We're after another one that's going back this way. We're going to let those two dudes fight. But that's kind of what I like about this one. It has these open world areas, and they pay attention very carefully how they program the monsters. So they're supposed to mimic like hunting patterns and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and different areas will obviously have different monsters, but there's multiple big monsters and small monsters. Then, of course, you hunt them down so that way you can get more materials and build newer weapons out of their body parts, as one does.
My son was sitting in my chair while I was gone, looking at all your artwork, guys, and he was blown away.
Awesome.
He says, "Wow, this is such amazing art. These guys are all amazing."
He's got good taste. This is your son that we saw his drawings.
No, this is my middle son,
okay.
The inventor farmer. He's the technical guy.
You've got a lot of creative children there, I think.
Well, it's like I tell my kids, I'm like, look, you draw a Venn diagram, right? What do you like to do? What pays money, and what won't get you arrested if you do it in public? And there in the middle of that Venn diagram is your career options.
Isn't that the ikigai they call in Japan? Have you heard of that? The ikigai?
No.
It's what you love, what's you're most passionate about, what you can get paid for. And all the things you were saying is at the center is the
you got to do that Venn diagram. Like my eldest son wants to be a chef, and so while he's still in high school and stuff, we're going to get him a part-time job at one of the restaurants where he can learn.
That's smart.
Like an actual legit restaurant. We're going to go shop around, and that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm like, look, it doesn't matter. Like if you're entry level and you have no experience.
No, you can learn that shit pretty quick.
You have to present yourself like you're hot shit without being arrogant about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're a catch. And so that's why, like this week, he and I, yesterday and today, we were going over, we've been practicing our roux. So, we got to master the 5 basic sauce types, right? But I'm tossing in a 6th one. I'm like, no, because we got to get oyster sauce in there. Because that's a base for like most Asian cuisine. So we're gonna get that one in there too. So over the next couple of weeks, we're focusing in on some sauces and stuff. And he's got his chopping and cutting and skills, his prep cooking skills, and stuff like that. So that way, when he does get an entry level position and he's working as prep cook, washing dishes, bussing tables, whatever he's
gonna be a catch.
Right, hopefully he'll be in the kitchen before he's done with high school. And then my middle boy, he wants to be a farmer. So we have an indoor farm during the winter. And this next year we're doing the Three Sisters principle of corn, squash, and beans because they have a symbiotic relationship which boosts their crop yield.
Oh, interesting.
So we're going in through that, and we're cultivating some soils with mycelia over the winter.
That's mushrooms, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the root system for mushrooms, and so we're cultivating that over the winter, so that way we've got a good starter for when after everything thaws. And
that's good. You got a farmer's son, a cook's son. You got the whole
and the artist's son.
Yeah.
With him, we've been going
got
over
the whole ecosystem under one roof.
right, going over commercial art basics and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, no, like commercial art's viable, but you got to be. It's far more competitive than the other two. So I told him, I'm like, you have the toughest thing. So another skill that we're cultivating right now is business. So we're learning business and management with him, and bookkeeping as well, because that's part of business management. So
That's right.
that way, even if he can't get any commercial artwork, he could go push pencil and keep track of numbers for somebody and make a good 6-figure income.
Well, you can get in the door where you want to work creatively as an accountant, or
Yep.
so it's as long as you get your foot in the door, that's easier to get other jobs.
No, for real. My dad got his start in investment relations as the accountant. He used to work in the accounting department at Texas Instruments, and then he went and worked for this company called Michael Bayback and Company, National Media Associates, which does investor alerts to mostly small cap companies worth less than 50 million, startups, mostly mining, right? And he got into that, and he worked his way up to being a junior partner, and now he's the owner of the business. It's his.
Yep, that's smart.
And he busted his ass. I didn't see a whole lot of my dad growing up. He worked like 16, 18-hour days sometimes. My stepmom used to complain how he's a workaholic, and he was like, I'm not a workaholic. It has to get done. And so it's like,
Yeah.
And, it took him a while. I mean, it took him a while, but, he got there. It's taken me a while, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, man. It's not easy.
But I
Same
want my
here,
kids
like,
to have a better go at it than I did.
Making comics
I had a
doesn't
rough
just
go
pay
at
by
it.
itself. Doesn't pay for itself by magic. You gotta make ends meet while you're building a dream.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I got back from Iraq, my body was in rough shape, and I could not do what I had trained my whole life to do, which was construction, specifically specializing in tile and cabinetry. And that was just too rough on my body. Dude, I was in screaming pain at the end of every day, and as much as I love building things, I absolutely hated it. I mean, I built my first fort when I was like 6 years old. I built it out of scrap wood that I stole off a construction site.
That's funny.
It's the early 80s, man, so, it was a different time. And then my stepdad just came in and he shored it up with a little bit of joisting here and there. Gave me some pointers, and like his socks were gone, dude. He had to go buy new socks. But yeah, no, I found that I really couldn't do it, but I did know the business side of it, so I started. I did a short jaunt into being a corporate headhunter, and I hated that because it was pretty slimy. My number one thing was I would scout people from one job and go have them come work for this other company or this other company, right?
That was the name of the game, right?
I mean, granted, at the same time, I'm doing them a service. I'm taking them from a job where they're selling cell phones for minimum wage and no commission to selling car insurance to a captive market, because California car insurance is mandatory, and having them make a 6-figure income. And then they're driving around in a fancy ass car instead of a beat up secondhand Honda. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it was really kind of scummy because I'm poaching this kick ass employee from one company.
Yeah, but that's life. I mean,
Yeah, it is. But I just didn't enjoy it too much. I studied to be a fiduciary, and so I learned all about that shit, investments and insurance, and other shit, and how to set up retirement planning for people. And then when I finished all the training, I was like, dude, this is boring. I can't do this. So I just did I did a lot of business management. I managed HVAC, repair, installation, cleaning companies, and was an art director for a couple of indie studios in the entertainment industry. Just kind of palled around, did like odd jobs, really. Like, oh, okay, a friend of mine in Directors Guild says, hey, they need storyboard artists. This week, come in this week, and go work with the director of photography, and you just talk through it and draw out what he's saying. So you got to be fast at it. But dude, like, make $45-$60 an hour, like, for real.
That's American money.
Yeah, no, it was good pay, but then I started getting glass-walled, and they didn't like me. I wasn't super leftist like them. So
yeah, that's a story we hear a lot.
Yeah, and then when I stuck up for Peter Simeti, that was it. That was the end. Over 3 days, I watched 90% of my reach. Yeah, Alternate Comics, Peter Simeti.
Oh, what's the story? I've never heard.
Well,
this.
they came after Peter, because he was like, you can't use. Basically, all he said was like, look, if you on your personal account, I don't care what you do, but you got to have an author account as part of the contract with Alterna. Right, and on that author account, you can't use a blockchain. Right, you can't just block people, you can't use whole block lists.
Oh, okay.
Right. He's like, you can't do that. You can block individual people that bother you, but you can't just do that because you're just hurting the business and everything like that. And so they came after him. They called him Peter Simeti, Asian Peter Simeti, a white supremacist. And I went to bat for him because I'd known Peter and I, we've always been like casual pals, good acquaintances, I would probably say. And I was like, this is bullshit. Peter's like one of the nicest guys I know in the and most honorable guys in the entertainment industry.
He's so like a stand-up pillar of the community. It's insane.
Yeah, like he's so wholesome, it's disgusting. And I'm like, you guys are like, this is sick. What you're doing is sick. And that's when I, got down to the truth of what was going on with Ethan Van Sciver and all that stuff. And so I started sticking up for him, and that was it. It was over. Within 3 days,
man down,
90% of my reach, 2/3 of my fan base just evaporated.
Wow.
Yeah, I was kicked out of tons of groups. There were a couple of groups where I was very interactive and they didn't just kick me out, but it was like, no, I was glass walled. They didn't even have the courtesy to full on cancel me. They just glass walled me, and
So
I'm
what
like,
does
That just seems so weird to me, though.
So
I know it happens, but it's just
a glass wall is the invisible barrier.
It's like
where
shadow banning?
They don't tell you you're canceled. They just don't return your phone calls. Like all of a sudden, because I was still doing at the time, I was still doing storyboarding work and doing preliminary concept art and stuff like that for various productions, and that was my income. And then I start no callbacks. People were just not answering my calls, not answering my emails or my messages or anything of the sort.
I see.
And I was like, what the hell's going on here, dude? And that's because before I was like, I totally agreed with what Comicsgate was saying. I'm like, this is bullshit. And then it happened to me, but I didn't try to grift off of it. I could have been one of these guys who took several years to get my book out, but my book's not out yet because it's not ready. I'll get it out. But I have other things to work on right now. You know, I'm working on other people's books, bringing that shit to life.
That's right.
But yeah, no, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. And I basically I have no more contacts left in entertainment. And I am suspicious of anybody who still has.
Sellouts.
Well, no, in order to still exist to work for like mainstream, there is a severe degree of disingenuity. So, and I am talking about one person that friends of mine are friends with him, and I'm on friendly terms with him, but at the same time, I trust him about as far as I could throw Lizzo.
You can throw her a little further now. She lost a ton of weight.
My kung fu is still not that strong. I mean, my kung fu is strong. Don't get me wrong.
Ozempic goes a long way, Tank.
Oh yeah, that's right. She lost all the weight. Shit, I totally forgot.
Does she have that crypt keeper neck all the Ozempic people have?
I have to fucking gobble gobble.
Yeah.
Kids are always after me. Delicious neck meats. My neck meats, they're delicious, you know. Invader Zim fans know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, man. So that was it. As soon as I started getting my professional career going, it evaporated.
Industries, man.
So yeah, no, so my opinion of them is, they can all fuck off.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
And yeah, no, and a bunch of disingenuous. I mean, those people are just so entirely disingenuous, and that's something I can't stand. I am who I am, and I die on that hill. My integrity is worth more than my immediate life. That is an operating principle that I run by. So, but these people, they're cowards. They're cowards, and they better hope that they see me before I see them. Because you can't prove shit. Like I don't use the word hate very lightly. But I genuinely do hate those people.
Yeah, that's often what it's like, at least in the industries that I've, got a peek behind or have been a part of. It's almost like this false group mentality, but everyone's really just kind of out for their own.
Oh yeah. No, they are completely self-serving. They are just absolutely awful. Yeah. They'll be nice, and they're conniving as well. And I'm like, dude, I come from the blue collar world. I don't abide by that kind of behavior. I don't abide by that fucking attitude. I've spent over 30 years practicing combat arts, studying them, everything from AT&T to up close and personal, and that's just kind of how I operate. It is very, for me, things in life are very life and death. And not like one of these bullshito type of people that like these guys are. I mean, they are.
Did you say bullshito?
That's right, bullshito. like a great Sensei Seagal, he is the bullshito master. I mean, it's like, yeah, no, for real. Like the lowest I ever scored on range tests for the M16 was 37 out of 40. I was having a really bad day that day. I really was. It was a very off day. Other than that, I always almost scored a just less than perfect 39 on purpose. And I would miss the up close target, the 50-meter target, just to send in the point of, no, I could have gotten a 40 out of 40. But I never wanted to be a candidate for sniper school.
Oh, I see.
Because, like, no, dude. And I'm glad that I did that because guys were, they're like, oh, you'll never go to sniper school. You're a tanker. And it's like, yeah, but, I'd just rather be safe than sorry. But, yeah, nope. We had guys who would, get that 40 out of 40 and brag about it. And the vast majority of them, they went off to sniper school. When we were getting ready to go to Iraq. Because we were twats, tankers without tanks. And so we needed snipers because we were going to do infantry work. And those guys, man, not one of them came back mentally intact. Like those guys, it broke my heart to watch these guys just like age 20 years in a single year. Like for real.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So it's past 8 o'clock. Usually we wrap up the stream way earlier than this.
Yes, we're just about an hour and 20 minutes past the closing time.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're having
Hey, I
fun,
killed
man.
2 big ass monsters.
Dude, good for you.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm done with my every now and then you fall apart. Let me bring it up.
It's
here.
earworm night here on Proof of Comics.
It is, right? It is.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Look at that.
And if you don't have enough earworms already, I just want to say, hey, Mickey, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
That's good. That's a good one there. Look at those cheeks. What do you guys think?
Hell yeah. She got that junk in the trunk.
So I got my 2 main characters who've been turned around here. This is Ratel, which I did yesterday. Watch Wrangler's Weekly Wing It to see me do that live. And I'm going to be doing the other characters shortly and have a whole collection of turnarounds for the second issue. And dude, I've got so many ideas. Like it's starting to percolate right now. It's a fun phase. It's a really good place to be.
Yeah, it's a fish in a percolator.
Dude, it's like the first book, it's almost like you've got shackles because you've got to place your character. It's just the setup. You're so limited with what you do. It feels like the second book is really the first book in terms of storytelling, character development, and all that. Anyway, to my own, it seems that way to me. That's what I'll say. But yeah, let's see.
It's looking good, man.
Thank
You
you.
know me, dude. I get hot for turnarounds.
Let's see what you're working on here. Can I? Wait, it's not working.
Oh shit, my camera got all.
Oh, this is
fucked
a
up
different drawing. You've passed. You've moved on to another one.
Yeah, so I got. I'll bring the other one back for
Oh,
a
this
second.
is 2 chicks for the.
So,
Wait, you're drawing 2 chicks at the same time?
2 chicks, 1 picture. So yeah, no, I'm doing Santa Revenant and
Yeah, I figured from the
sorry.
belt. That's what I got from the belt. She's got Santa's belt. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I was sorry. I'm doing neon Santa and or Neon Claus and Krampus Zero. So Scalpel Zero and Neon Revenant is Krampus and Santa plus,
Christmas.
respectively. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, because I was like, shit, I haven't done any holiday picture. So I was like, I got to get that done. I got to get all this other stuff done. Because like right now with Bellatarus, the tabletop game that I'm working on.
Yes, I remember that.
I am not. I don't have anything that's viewable for the public. It's all in the top secret land.
Oh, NDA.
Yeah. So, and I will have some stuff for that, but I was like, dude, I got to do some stuff. Well, you know what? I got to do some physical artwork.
It's good to get away from the screens a little bit. So, what's your computer situation? Is that
it's back up and running?
Okay,
yeah, it's back up and running.
That's
I just had to get some replacement parts.
Yeah,
I still don't have a mouse, but Christmas is on us, and I see. I've got a drawing monitor tablet, so I've got the pen for that. It works fine as a mouse. But honestly, the only thing I would need a mouse for right now is to play games.
Yeah, the mouse is easy to replace, to be honest.
All right, I gotta head out for the night, guys. Take it easy.
All right, good night, man.
Have a great night, James.
Good night, James. We're just closing up anyway, so we're about to close out. Let's have a look at what Charlie's doing here.
Hell yeah, it's coming out great, dude. I love it. Yeah. Look at all that foundational work. That shit gets me hot.
Dude, you've got a real tight style there, Charlie. You're muted, by the way. I don't know if you're talking, but you're muted.
Look, folks, fundamentals. Look at that. Oh.
But, yeah, just working on the cover and should be done soon.
Beautiful stuff, man. So we're probably going to be seeing this in early 2026, I would imagine, right?
That's what I'm hoping, man. I might hold off and wait till I get a second issue done and then release it just so I have to. But
hell yeah. No, I like that.
You like that?
I kind of feel like I want to have something else, backing, so it's not just like, oh, here's just one I have. But yeah, it's almost done. Like, just get
you
the
should
words
start
together.
marketing it. That's what I think. You should start a crowdfund for sure. I mean, you could work on the second one while you're crowdfunding.
Yeah.
I think you should start the tour, the campaign tour on the YouTubes.
I was going to ask you about that later on since you've already done it.
Yep.
And got all that stuff, figured out.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like there's such a network of helpful people around.
Yeah.
That what I did, I'm part of the Commandos. I started on that stream because they're my buddies. It's kind of my home turf. It's not a huge place in terms of numbers, but Katie did has a big soapbox. Like
that's where I first saw you was actually that channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's she's also a co-host on the Commandos, and what she did was she signal boosted by sharing on her stream, simulcasting it as well.
Hell yeah.
And
that's cool.
I got lucky because I got some haters making fun of me, and that got
yeah, dude, that was great.
Oh, really? Is that what happened?
Yeah. So
what?
There was a lady who was saying, "Oh, look at this guy! He can't even get $700 on starting night." Blah blah blah. And Ethan Van Sciver saw that. He's like, "Well, maybe I should have him on my stream and give him a little boost." So the making fun of ends up working in your favor if it's public. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I got on his show, and then I went on Katie's show on the Monday.
Yeah.
And that got me past
That's when I saw you.
I had a humble goal of $500, and I beat that like in less than 24 hours.
Were you trying to do it just as a digital book and then just say $500 and that's cool? Or
No. I was doing a physical book, but I knew that I was not confident because this is my first book. I don't have a huge following.
Yeah.
So I was not confident I was going to beat any sort of record. I did not think I would get to 4,200. I'll be quite honest with you. So I just like, okay, well, let's lowball. All the beginners seem to be doing like low $500 goals.
Yeah,
so
that is that, right?
Let's do that as a starter. It's a confidence boost. You beat your goal early on. I don't know that I would necessarily recommend that. That's not what I'm going to do second time around. Second time around, I'm going to go for something a little bit more realistic.
Okay.
Try to get higher. Even if you don't meet your goal, you could still go through with the printing of the book and all that. So
Right.
sometimes it's better to have a higher goal, and because it gets people motivated and helping you reach that goal as well.
That's cool. Yeah,
But yeah,
good
you
stuff to know.
can say again.
That's good stuff to know. At least.
Yeah. And
Dude.
so I did the rounds, a lot of small streams and getting the word out. And you get your funders mostly in the beginning and the end. I did 3 months. I don't recommend 3 months. I would do 1 month, and you can extend if you want. What were you going to say, Tank? You wanted to?
Oh no, I'm just gushing over this artwork, dude. Charlie's
Right?
amazing. I love
Right?
this.
Thanks, dude. I
Like
appreciate
this is solid work. Like this is top-notch illustrative
Yeah.
type stuff,
Thanks.
dude.
It's
Like,
so European, don't you think?
yeah, no, dude. Like I was just thinking, like this is very reminiscent of like 1970s, like illustration, high end type stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to go for
you're-
that 70s look, and that's the
Oh, you nailed it.
You could get
to,
this published in Europe, dude. Like we could get you translated in French and
Like, I don't know if you guys ever had these, like with the folders that had like all the little sports illustrations or the daily little slice of life
Yeah.
activities and stuff on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, and or that were even in like some of the older textbooks and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I dig it. Like, dude, your fundamentals are in. This is solid, dude. Like, it's
I was
real
going to show
solid.
you this. Let me pull up this
It's
page
true.
real quick to show you guys. But like,
because
like-
the gestures are really good. Like that lady holding the gun,
Oh, it's beautiful.
it's like she's holding it right, a little towards down a little bit. The gesturing is perfect.
Yeah, no,
It's really
yeah.
good.
but here's what
Yeah.
I was going to do with this page after I'm just done. It's going to be like
Uh-huh.
this, where it's got the texture and like the ink and the zip-a-tum. You can see it buried under the
Right.
actual paint. But I'm going to try to do
Mm-hmm.
that across this as well, and then do a Photoshop way over.
Dude, yeah, no, but yeah, no, I got you got to keep me up to date on this, man.
Cool. Appreciate
Because this is solid. This is my jam. Like, I'm more into the illustrative stuff. Let's see here if I can find a picture. No, because the last time I went looking, did a bunch of art in my art program. I was making custom maps for SimCity 4. So that's all. What's my recent open files? Let's see here. Where is? No, that's box and internal. Where the hell did I hide that? Man, I am hiding pictures from myself. I hate it when I do that. Shit. Where did I? It should be there. Should be box and internal art. Oh, okay. Son of a bitch. Man, I hate myself right now because I was going to pull out a picture and show you. But now I don't know where it is. Shit.
Where'd Wrangler grow?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's James that had to leave because he's on the. Well, you're on the West Coast too, right? He's on the West Coast. I think he goes to sleep early. Lizards. Yeah, so this brings up to the end of the show, folks, and now it's shill time.
fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
Ain't we just?
That's right. And we'll start from the bottom as we usually do. And we'll focus with Charlie because he's our guest today, and he's in the main screen as well. So Charlie, as a closeout, just tell us what you're working on and where can the good people find you. By the way, all your links are in the description for people who want
thank you very much.
Go click on that and check out all the sites.
So I'm working on Tommy's, which is a horror comic book, psychological horror, with some split personality, I guess you would say. But you can find me mainly at Saboteur Comics everywhere. I'm usually on the Instagram and X and hopping around everybody's YouTube channels, having fun.
Wonderful. Do you have a trailer for your comic? Not yet, right?
No, not yet. I made a fake AI one. That's stupid as hell, but I saw
I mean,
everybody using AI, so I was like, hell yeah.
We all have fake AI trailers, Saboteur.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah, I have one of those. That's kind of funny. I'll have to share it with you.
Yeah. When you got it ready, bring it up and we'll play it along. And that brings us to our Wrangler from Frequency Studios. You're next to Bat, sir. You know what to do.
All right. You can check out my books on Amazon, Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. They are magic-fueled sci-fi adventures. You could even call them lit Metroidvanias, where they have to find their way through underground labyrinths, gain new abilities to get further and beat the bad guys, as well as learning a little bit about themselves and maturing to handle the challenges ahead. And so you could join Haley, Elizabeth, and Sabrina in their adventures as they go on a one heck of a mystical romp. And you could also check out my Substack over at Frequency Studios. You'll find over there a short story set in the same continuity where you can see some of the effects of the world that Haley and Elizabeth's adventures have had, and some LA cops have to deal with the fallout of that. So check that out. It's on Amazon, over at Substack. You could also follow me on the X Twitter under Frequency Studios, and what was the other? Oh yeah, my YouTube channel. Do a channel search for @Wrangler212. It should pop right up. And we end up doing a live show every Monday night starting at 8:05 Eastern time. Usually go about 2 hours. And many of the same folks you see hanging out over here, you'll see over there. We just hang out, we chat, and it's called The Wing It for a reason. Because we usually have no idea what we're going to talk about until we hit go live. And even then, we still don't know what we're talking about. But we talk about it anyway, and we are dang good at it.
Yeah. Let me play your trailer right here.
Haley and Elizabeth are back, and this time the spuds are really going to fly. Who's wild? And this time the spuds are really going to fly. And Haley's world. Who's wild? And this time the spuds are really going to fly. Who's world? And this time the spuds are really going to fly.
And I'd also like to give a shout out to the cover artist, Adrian DKC on Fiverr. He did a fantastic job. I love the work he did with the first, and I think he outdid himself on the second. He's just fantastic work. Thank you, Adrian DKC.
Nice. Which brings us to Mr. Tank Ferret. How you doing, sir? Can you tell us what
Good.
you're working on and where can people find you?
So right now I'm working on the Neon Revenant from Rock Hard Comics and creator King Leak. That will be finally coming out this next year. Speaking of laid books. But hey, at least we haven't funded it yet.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you don't owe anybody anything just yet.
That's right. That's right. But hey, it's not like we still don't get beat about the face and neck about it, anyways. Because hey, it's a kick-ass story. A woman and her family are brutally murdered by mobsters, and she comes back from the dead with superpowers as the Neon Revenant. Hell hath no fury such as a mother's vengeance. Plus, I'm working on Bellatarus Rescue and Recovery, where the R&R means anything but rest and relaxation. You and up to 4 other players can have fun trying to make money from salvage and rescuing trapped colonists, as long as you survive. Profits in the books. Bellatarus Rescue and Recovery coming out this next year. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. You can find me over on the Twitter at Spare Tank. You can also find me usually on Omerglitch's channel here, a few other places, and of course my own channel at Tank Ferret Presents. I've been getting some demands to bring back the digital bullpen, so yes, that is the show and where we work. We work.
I love that bullpen.
The bullpen is fun. Yeah. People want it to come back. I've just been so dang busy. Like I've only been able to like nibble at work. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, I wanted to show Charlie this here because I was like, normally comic book stuff is not like that's not my my thing. I'm more of an illustration type guy myself. Like this one's an analog piece, so I scanned this one in.
Yeah.
And this one's digital. We had Dan Lawless as a special guest on the studio. So it was hot chicks, and I was like, I have no idea what to draw. So
I like that a lot. It's nice.
I did this and added a bunch of memes. And now she's going to be an extra player character available in the Bellatarus game. Kind of fun. Cool. Yeah, she's going to be the first medium-sized model in a little tiny palatable mech, which is going to add a nice fun dynamic to the game. And of course, if this game's a success, dude, Omniverse Incursion is coming next, and that is Omniverse, all universes, Incursion, intruding upon each other. So I've got a bunch of creators lined up, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna pick some of the picking five characters, basically like 2 to 3 named characters, and then a couple of 2 to 3 goons, and do kind of like a HeroClix kind of deal, little gotcha gaming, and make some money. Rising Tide operation. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll see how that one goes, but Bellatarus, because it uses the same system. They all use the same system, so they're all plug and play. And then we got tabletop game, which has been put on the back burner for right now. The creator Dan Fogarty, he wanted to focus in on getting some graphic novels together and some prose books for World War Hell before he put out the game. So that's okay. And I told him, I said, don't even sweat it, brother. Don't even sweat it. So, but that one, full open tabletop, Trench Crusade, never heard of her. That one only really nerdy nerds are gonna get that one. Moving on.
Yeah, that one went over.
That might be just too nerdy for
I was like,
but since the internet, someone out there heard you and was like, "You right on, brother."
Well, and you know what, dude? Actually, I saw. Speaking of nerdy nerd stuff, everybody keep your eyes peeled to GameFound because Toon 2.0, the cartoon role-playing game, is coming back, baby. Oh man, it's wacky Looney Tunes bullshit. Anyway, sorry.
Play a skunk that pretends to be a cat.
Oh, dude, I had Sharky D Shark, and of course Miss Businessman. And Bjorn Toulouse, the Viking that had a hammer that when he smashed things, they turned into random shit. It's Bedlam is what it is. It's Bedlam. It's like Dungeons and Dragons on acid.
It's loony.
It's literally Looney Tunes.
Nice.
Yeah, Mrs. Man, think the Tasmanian Devil meets Inspector Gadget.
Good times.
Yeah, it's just absolute stupid game. It's great. Toon Punk 2019 and a half. Which I'm hoping that they're going to have Toon Punk 2076 and a third. Yeah, absolute. Just fucking clown shoes. It's fucking clown shoes.
Oh, we got a trailer from Saboteur here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let me.
that's all. That's all AI. I wanted to test out how it'd look if I made a movie.
Okay, let me set it up, and I'll play it before we get onto my outro. Here, let me share. Screen. Tommy's trailer. That sounds about right. And this is good. Let me just get rid of the chat here. Thank you, LeMay. Nice to see you. First time come. Do subscribe if you're watching. And let's watch Tommy's trailer here.
Bitter Creek offers almost nothing. A rest stop for kids smoking reefer, dropping that LSD, and drinking until the night folds in on itself. Smoke, sweat, and sex hang in the air. Noise masquerading as thrill. At the center sits Tommy's butcher shop. Tommy behind the counter. He is handsome, polite, a charmer. That type of smile that makes people trust. Yes, a gaze that lingers too long on the young girls who fit a pattern. Inside his head, everything fractured. The memories, his mother's face overlays strangers. His father's voice replaces his own. Thoughts collide. Control breaks. Violence erupts. In Bitter Creek, the silence isn't quiet. It's waiting.
Nice.
That's
good
fun.
stuff. That's good stuff, man.
That's fun.
Not bad for all AI.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, usually people put their drawings animated, but it's an interesting take as you are really selling it as a horror movie, I think.
Yeah. Pushing a little bit to the 70s.
Yeah. It works well. Yeah, you should play that more.
Heck yeah. It's fun.
And
Cool.
this leads back to me, I guess. It's been
To who?
to me, the Grand Inquisitor.
When did you get here?
It is I. I've been here all along.
He's been right behind you.
And my comic campaign is closed. That doesn't stop me from playing my trailer, because I might have a second chance campaign coming up when I'm channeling Omer here, his announcer voice. I might have a second chance campaign before I go to the printer next year. But aside from that, inscriptions are closed right now. But you can follow me and my project on ratelcomic.com. You can follow me on Twitter, where I post some of the art I produce from time to time and have really fun conversations with a whole slew of indie comics creators and the whole community of comic book creators online. And of course, stay tuned and subscribe to Proof of Comics, where we have a new creator every week, almost, talk about their unique projects and artistic process, which I love. I love the process. I think that's what's unique about the show, guys. I'm crazy interested in how people get their projects built up together, how they write them, how they draw them, all that good stuff.
Heck yeah, dude.
And before we close out, let me play the Ratel closeout trailer. And here it is.
Our world is crumbling, and most people are blind to it. A young computer whiz named Raimi decides to stand against the rising tide of oppression. only to find himself under the boot of those behind it all. Incarceration only proves to refine his resolve. Divine intervention takes away all fear from him in order to fix a broken system that enslaves us all. There comes a time when good men must ignore bad laws. Raimi dons a mask and becomes Ratel. Ratel uses intelligence and technology to combat ancient and dark forces for justice and a better tomorrow. Will Ratel take down the technocratic tyrants who harnessed an ancient evil, or be crushed by the invisible hand?
Could you guys see that? I didn't see anything. The StreamYard's broken.
No, I saw
You guys
it.
are all.
It was
You
good.
saw,
It was really
okay.
good.
Okay.
Remember
Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago when I kept saying, "Why aren't my videos playing?" But you all said you could see them.
That's exactly what happened. I was seeing nothing. I actually stopped it before the end. I don't know if it went all the way to the end.
It was playing.
No, it's
I was
not.
able to see it.
Yeah.
Wow. StreamYards, man. You pay for this shit, but it's not worth much. All right, everybody. Thank you for staying all the way to the end of the show. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. This was an awesome conversation about creativity, comics, and our love and passion for the medium, and for also standing up to our ideals and beliefs. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. It's been a blast. I will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
God bless everybody.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.